Spoiler, Reina spins Rika around one day. Okay, right. Let's start this. Spinning hasn't happened yet. Oh no. Um, it's I'm about 10% of the way through, and that's just the main one. There are spin-offs too. It's very, very, very long. It's like I don't know, like 150 hours at my pace, at least 200 probably with the spin-offs. You already got spoiled by it. You mentioned it earlier in Discord, Dada. Also, she turns up pretty soon in this one. She's on the front cover, I think. Right, you don't even care about this story. You didn't even turn up for our anime sesh. Okay. How was your taste of life in Hinamizawa? A curse or conspiracy? I believe you have fully enjoyed everything, and everyone seeming suspicious. Here at last, it is no surprise attack, but a real direct incident. Please enjoy it. The difficulties. I was still somewhat curious what this means. I guess it just. We were thinking it was like for Keiichi, like it's easier for him to survive, or maybe to figure out what's going on because you've already got some stuff from the first game. I'm not sure. Easy to maybe. Whatever. Let's start it. Help. I will not quench your thirst, for you seek the truth and cannot accept that. I will not quench your thirst, for the truth you desire does not exist, but I still want to quench your thirst, for I am the one who cast you into the desert. And this is still messed up in the bottom right. This is a work of fiction, that doesn't matter. Yeah, it's a bit spooky. AD 1983, the early summer of the 58th year of the Showa era. Okay, right, I don't need Steam open. I'm gonna have that open to see when people don't follow. The chirping of birds served as my alarm clock. Huh? Wasn't today Sunday? Wasn't it basically my style to stay up late on Saturday and sleep through the morning on Sunday? Why was I waking up at this a disgustingly wholesome hour? Back to sleep. Oh god, it's the phone! No! Wait, spooky stuff hasn't happened yet. Keiichi, are you awake? You have a phone call. At that moment, the sound of my mother calling me from downstairs finally registered. Phone call? I sprang up out of bed abruptly and stampeded noisily down the stairs. I hope it doesn't take like 7 hours or whatever to get to something interesting. I think it will be for like I reckon it will be for at least an hour or two. It's going to be pretty normal, but hopefully it cuts to the chase a bit faster. I feel like it should. I don't think it's going to be the same amount of bullshit every time. There's only so many card games that exist. He's awake. I'll put him on right now. My mother informed the person on the other end of the line. Hello, it's me. Who might this be? Morning, Keiichi-kun. You're such a sleepyhead. It's Reina. Oh god. Right, remember, Reina is nice. Reina's nice and not insane at the moment. From Keiichi's point of view, at least, I think. Oh, Reina, what's up? Calling so early in the morning. I don't think it's so early in the middle of the day, you know. Oh god, it was 11 o'clock. That's just unholy. I guess you could loosely consider that the middle of the day. So what's up? Hold on a second. I'll put Michan on. What? Ohio? Is that Ohio? 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 Is that supposed to be? It's not Ohio. Alright, you K-chan. If I were to say it in English, that'd be good. Oh, that's. Oh, that just broke my brain. That's not how you spell Ohio. It's like a H with a squiggly. That's just broke my brain. Whatever. While we're at it, why don't you try saying it in Chinese, German, and Russian as well? Ni hao. Ni hao, K-chan. Oh god, I'm not saying a Russian. I don't know any Russian, apart from like the stupid memes. Das Disfadenia. I don't know how to say that. How the hell should I know? Well, whatever. This stupid conversation has woken me up. That's good to hear. So, K-chan, you free right now? If you're good, then we've got everybody. Everybody? Did she mean all the club members? That's right. You might be thinking, oh yeah, so this is, so they've already established themselves as a club. I'm trying to. It's really hard to like remember stuff or try and think of stuff from what we've seen from the first game without knowledge of the anime afterwards leaking through. Last time I saw you, you weren't moving. Hey, it's the Hiragana, I think. There's 52 episodes of the main series of anime. Today's date the start. Yeah, probably. You might be thinking every day always ends in heated competition, but at least I can spend my day off peacefully. You're too naive, K-chan. Yeah. The aim of our club is to find the best solution for every situation. In other words, we don't care if it's the weekend. Ooh, it looks like K-chan has come to understand our club. So how about it? Can you come? What, on the weekend as well? That's bullshit. I had absolutely nothing planned that day. You have sleeping planned. If I were to refuse Club President Mion's invitation, what other fun ways to pass the time would I have? It's not like I planned on doing anything. And if I said no, you'd probably just declare me the loser by default and force a penalty game on me anyways. True. If you understand that much, then you can't refuse, right? If you're okay with it, then meet us at the usual place at 1 o'clock. We're going into town, so bring your bike, okay? Oh, that you should have watched. We watched 4 episodes last night. The first 4. Of the first series. Don't accidentally watch the second series. That would be bad. Club activities in town. Oh yeah, okay. I was reading it as a question. Wait, well, this isn't speech. Well, we could do them anyway. Besides, since it was a new venue, there was no way this wasn't going to be intense. I'm holding a pretty big grudge from that narrow loss a couple of days ago. I'll say it right now, I'm not going to lose. Is that what you like? The loss was just like when they battered him to death. That was the loss. That was a pretty harsh penalty. A couple of days ago was Friday's club activities. That uncompromising poker match. Please, no, don't go through it. We understand what a poker match was. Please. It was a fight to the death. Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing that's already happened, but not already happened, but sort of already happened. Nobody held back. Nobody could tell who was in the lead or who was last until the points were tallied. Oh, I'm gonna transparency. That way. I don't know what sprites there are here. We'll soon find out. I'm pretty sure we've seen everybody. Anyway, yeah, that's right. Nobody could tell who was in the lead or who was something like that. In the end, I won by only 1 chip. Mion came in second. Damn it! To think if I hadn't squandered that 1 chip. Mion lamented thus. Perhaps more so than the fact that she lost the match. Mion doesn't lose. That's why Mion only whined when she let the champion's throne slip through her fingers. That's why she was more frustrated than anybody over a close loss. So did she mean for today to be a grudge match? Bring it on. Just like last time, I'll shut you down and make you play that penalty game. Make sure you play in a way that you won't regret it when you lose. Wouldn't have it any other way. I'll make it all the more better when I crush you. After that, we exchanged jeers for a bit before hanging up the phone. As I headed back upstairs hastily to get the key to my bike, I bumped into my mother as she was carrying her futon down. Oh, Keiichi, you seem to be like you're in a good mood. Heading out? Something like that. I'm going into town to play with everybody. Take care, watch out for traffic. Oh god. Does he get... I wonder if he gets run over in this one. I mean, he did in the other one, pretty much. Or very close to it. Be back before dinner. Yeah, I'll be back by then. Hey Daniel. How you doing, dude? Yeah, I'll be back by then. After unlocking the chain for my bike in the garage, I revealed a bit of I reveled a bit in the resistance the slightly stiff pedal gave as I pushed on it. Alright, let's go. I set on my bike, cutting through the refreshing morning air. Alright, I'm trying to like reset all my opinions on these because they're just normal now, as far as we know. Keiichi-kun, you're late. Ah, sorry to keep you waiting. Where's Satoko and Rika-chan? Rather than meeting up with them, it's a lot quicker to just meet up with them in town. Oh, I see. If I remember correctly, Satoko and Rika-chan's houses were on the other side past the school. I feel like they're doing it just to make you crack up. What do you mean? Well, like, laugh? Oh yeah, what's up with doing club activities in town? It can't be that everybody's going to put on masks and rob banks all day, is it? I wouldn't mind doing that. Even then, I wouldn't lose to you. Oh god. You see, Mi-chan always tells me the routes and schedules of the armored bank cars. I wondered why. I wonder why. What? I spun around with a serious look on my face and looked at Mion. Well, it certainly seems possible that Mion was capable of doing that. Seriously, Mion? But Reina, what are you saying? Maybe? I don't know. sorry, mate. The two of them joked around. That bright laughter was the best match for a beautiful day like today. Hey you two, Satoko and Rika-chan are waiting for us, aren't they? Let's stop fooling around and get going. Rather than around falling about like two fluttering butterflies, I honestly wished I could keep watching them like this. But the five of us together would be absolutely more fun. I don't know, Satoko's a bit annoying. Rika-chan, I guess, adds to everything. Satoko's a bitch though. That's right, well then let's go. The goal is to plunder 1 billion. Once we split the loot, everybody scram. Yeah! Let's go, boys. Three of us on our bikes headed over the gently sloping hill towards town. No, she's not. Accelerating hard, we crested the hill. No! Oh, background. Not like this. The view expanded as Okinomiya station came into sight. Now, I occasionally came to the station here. Considering the amount of effort it takes to get here, though, it was quite a hassle. That's why I didn't know much about the area around the station or Okinomiya itself, for that matter. She does have the best laugh. I'll agree with that. The street we were headed down today was of course unfamiliar to me as well. Yay! back to new. I don't even know how they can like break it that easily. Going through the railway crossing, we headed past the south end of the station. This is the first time I've been this way. Around here there are lots of things like arcades and toy stores. Mi-chan knows a lot about it. So there's an arcade. I used to go to one pretty often. My gamer's blood roils within me. Always going to an arcade? Kei-chan, you're quite the delinquent. Next time we're here, I'll show you where it is. It's a good one. There's quite a few machines. It seems... Oh yeah, because she's like a total nerd, isn't she? She like imports comics and shit. Is that right? I think that was right. I think they mentioned that. She's like a total... Or maybe it was for board games or something. Something like that. It seemed... like the town of Okinomiya was Mion's stomping grounds. If I asked her, she could tell me a lot of things about it. They just didn't... Yeah, I guess so. I don't know why they couldn't use the same one for both. It didn't really matter, to be honest. Eventually, we came across a store with quite a few bikes parked in front of it. Was this the arcade? No, it was a smaller shop. Looking at the window display, it seemed like your everyday toy shop. But for almost 10 kids to be filing in and out of the store, they were doing almost too well for themselves. Could it be that store is having some sort of event today? Exactly. Top prize is 50,000 yen. Ooh. That's like, a 500 quid? No, $500, I think. So like, I don't know, 400 quid, about that. 50,000? What the heck is that? Maybe it's 4,000. No, it's not. It's 400. That's the GMP of the People's Republic of Keiji 5 times over. Two cute figures messing about the front of the store noticed us and waved their hands. Was it Rika and Satoko? It is! Hello everybody, we've been waiting for you. Good morning. Hey, morning Rika-chan, Satoko. We'll settle this before the cops get here. The goal is to plunder 1 billion. Huh? Keiichi-san, I have no idea what you're talking about. Are we late? Did we keep you two waiting? We finished early today, so we've been waiting a while. This is going to be bullshit for so long, I know it. I'm sorry about that. Keiichi-chan here was taking his sweet ass time. Well, if it was Keiichi's fault, it couldn't be helped. Saying that, Rika-chan stretched up and began patting me on the head. Hey, wait a minute. Are you solving everything by making me the bad guy? Of course, who else but Keiichi-san could fill this important role? Oh ho ho ho. I don't like being cast like that. If you think that this will solve everything, you're sorely mistaken. I was feeling slightly irritated, so I began to repeatedly smack Satoko on the head. Dumb bitch! Oh, for God's sake, she's crying again. Why? KK's bullying me. Wow! It's such a shame that Keiichi's bullying. It's such a shame. I love Rika. Satoko's crying. She's crying. I'm taking her home. Your big sis here will take care of the bad guy, okay? Jesus. Reina ecstatically wiped the tears, which were probably fake, from Satoko's face, while Rika-chan gently patted mine as I lay sprawled out on the ground. Yes, this is fine. Yep, this is the way things are supposed to be solved. Although I think we should find a new punchline before you start losing teeth. Well then, up to Daisy. In any case, the greeting for the day went well. Ah! Oh, background! They were so lazy in the early 2000s. Inside the toy shop, there were about 10 boys around the same age as me. Apparently, they all knew me, and on finding out that she had arrived, they greeted her with jeers, a few at a time. That's slightly weird. Mi-chan is a regular at this toy shop. She has a lot of friends. A regular at a toy shop. What's up with that? Me and Shotacon. Hey, Keiichi-san, take a look back here. Following Satoko, yay, back to New York. Following Satoko's prompting, I took a look. There was chairs lined up at tables, almost like some kind of birthday party. Come on, that's clearly tables for card games. I realised it immediately. It couldn't be. This is the venue for today's club activities. Oh no. Surprise, Kei-chan. I'm good friends with the owner here. He sometimes lets me hold game tournaments to expand his customer base. Expand his customer base, I say. What, like 5 people? Meaning all the boys livening up the place were participants? That's right. Oh god, where's my cursor gone? There we go. Normally it's just us 5, but today we're going to play with lots and lots of people. Reina was innocently happy about being able to play with so many people, but my expression grew noticeably stern. I would say I can't remember the scene, but it probably lasted about 30 seconds, so no wonder. Keiichi-san, I know exactly what you're thinking. Oh? Well then, why don't you try saying it? Together, okay? 1, 2. These are all enemies. Satoko's voice and mine blended together in harmony. This is so jarring. Keep going between old and new art. We looked over at the participants. After all, the top prize was 50,000 yen. My eyes lit up like a flame. Hey Kei-chan, it looks like today will be fun. How can the bloody owner afford to give a 500, like a 400 quid prize out if he thinks like a few people's gonna increase his like revenue and customer base? Also, they've got that terrible drink there that nobody can open. Well, no matter how many more rivals I have, the goal is still the same. No, it's not. It's gross. That's true, but it's not gonna change like that much. Not like it's still gonna be in the same kind of range. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can figure out if you want. Rivals, Kei-chan, do you think a whale keeps track of all the krill it eats? She said that in an unpleasant voice, laughing with the aggressive glint in her eyes reserved solely for club activities. I really wish the screen was darker. I hate reading it over like all these backgrounds and shit. It's really annoying. Damn it, Mion. She's as serious as she can get today. I'm not the only one who's serious. Take a look at Rika-chan. She's all fired up. Mion pointed, looking at where her finger directed me. Ah! Why is it going back to this? We just saw the new thing of the tables. God damn it. What the heck is that? This music's nice. Rika-chan was using those kinds of traits to soften up the group with an almost excessive pleasantness. I'm also going to do my best. Go for it, yay! Go for it, yay! Completely emasculated the group joined Rika-chan in a chair. The inside of the store had been consumed by the world of Rika-chan. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go there. Damn, she's already chomping out the bit. Ah! It seems like today's going to be fun. I'm going to do my best. Ha! It seemed that Reina was also unusually fired up by the large crowd. Hopping about and running around, she had entered entirely into cute mode. In Reina's case, the real fun starts when her tension gauge fills up. Gauge fills up. Fucking hell. Her happy-go-lucky attitude, believed. I've never seen that word before. The fact that this was the state in which she was the most threatening. Mia was making small talk with some of the regular customers she was acquainted with. It was like business as usual with her. Bellied. I've never heard that word before. Oh god. Of course, if anybody thought that Mion looked ordinary, they were not qualified to be in our club. The shadow beneath her feet was exuding killer instinct, rising up like a chill wind. Bella. Okay. Damn it, Mion. Throwing away her honor and humanity like that? She's serious. I want that penguin. Keiichi-san, didn't you know? The 50,000 yen prize is from Mion-san's own pocket. What? What? She's put out the 50,000 yen all by herself. What is she gaining from this? And that she just like loves beating little kids at like card games and board games and shit. At that moment, a dark miasma that what Mion's surroundings began to appear. Oh god. What is it, Kei-chan? Is there something on my face? Oh god. Oh god. I don't like this like scary soundtrack. Has it started already? This is just like used as a joke, isn't it? If a shiver crept up my spine. That Mion cornering herself like this. She was pulling out the demon lurking within her. This is like major foreshadowing, surely. Fine with me. Damn it, my knees are shaking like crazy. That's just odd. Before I realised it, the store filled up with even more people. However, the looks in their eyes weren't confrontational. They were looks of expectation and curiosity. They were the eyes of onlookers who were wondering what kind of match was going to occur and who was going to win. Heh, you couldn't ask for a better stage than this. This is getting interesting. Keiichi-kun, let's do our best, okay? Do our best, ha! Reina was already fully charged. Mortal laws and common sense had no power before the might of Reina in her Q mode. I definitely didn't want to fight her if possible. Rika-chan, do your best. We're all cheering you on. Okay, I'll do my best. Rika-chan, who was exuding way too much charm, no matter how you looked at it, had already won over most of the onlookers to her side. Nonchalantly avoiding things had always been Rika-chan's creed, but for her to be blatantly laying out her machinations like this, something was definitely strange. Like Reina, she was somebody who I didn't want to fight if I could help it. This is going to go on forever. I almost want to skip it, but just because it's the first one, I don't think I will. Of course, the one you don't want to fight the most is Mion-san. I've been lucky to even leave alive more than a few times at the end of club activities, but I don't think there was a day that even came close to being this dangerous. Mion-san seems to have developed quite the grudge after losing that poker match a few days ago, you know. It seems that way. In other words, today is just an elaborate stage for her revenge, probably. Almost as though she was psychic, Mion turned towards us. Her eyes silently conveyed the message. You guys just figured that out now? It wasn't just Mion, both Reina and Rika-chan were more pumped up than they'd ever been. Yeah, one's gonna pop up today. Without a doubt, there's gonna be casualties. It seems that somehow Keiichi-san and I are the only ones left. What do you think? Should we not have our match during the opening round? Might as well. I need to warm up before I can really kick it into gear. What the fuck? My spinal column shuddered like it had been struck by a bolt of lightning. Like a pillar of ice was being jammed into it, began to freeze. I could almost see the flames backlighted Satoko with her intensity. Even though, while Satoko was displaying a normal smile, it was cold and inhuman, almost as if it was a plastic mask. Heh, you must really want to eliminate me in the opening round. You can't hide that murderous intent. Oh, that's too bad. You're being uncharacteristically cautious today, Keiichi-san. Oh ho ho. Without a doubt, it was a trap. Oh god, she's a trap as well. No. I don't know what she had up her sleeve, but if I fought with Satoko during the opening round, my loss would be more certain than if I went against Mion. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, pretty much. It's because we know what to expect. The pitch black miasma permeated the inside of the store. Do they all want to win that 50,000 yen prize that much? No, that's not right. The only ones competing for the prize money were the casual participants. I was different. I had mistaken this as just a way to fool around on a Sunday morning. It didn't matter when it was, or where it was, or who our opponents were. In our club, the goal was to always be the very top of the mountain. An intense flame that no strong winds could extinguish. Hot enough to melt any steel began to burn inside me. The fuse had been lit on an unprecedentedly intense club battle. It was then that the owner of the store told me in an oh my god, lackadaisical? What the hell is that? Lackadaisical. Lacking enthusiasm and determination, carelessly lazy. What a crazy word. Voice that it was about time to begin. Thanks. I just found that. Is everybody ready? Listen close now. Mion began with the formalities, standing in for the owner and explained the rules of today's tournament. You're only playing to win. There is no second or third place. That's the same rules as our club. There were 15 people participating. We were split up into 5 groups via a draw, and each group would have 1 winner. Each winner is the first stage would advance to the next in order to complete in the final. Now, as for each group will compete, each table can decide to play whatever they want. As long as the game is here in the shop, anything goes. Already in Club Mode Defcon 1, I didn't let the small gap in the rules go unnoticed. Mion, can I ask a question? Won't everybody push to play a game they're good at and not be able to agree on which one? That's right. If we can't decide, we can't start. The spectators also nodded along. It was only natural. There wasn't anybody who would simply cede to their opponent's suggestion. I prefer if you're all good sports and manage to come up to a decision on your own. But if it comes to a stalemate, should we have the store owner decide for you? It was an event at a toy store after all. You'd expect the owner to referee. After that, Mion's rundown continued. It ended with the rule that any losing participant would have to buy the game they lost at. A rather nice proposition for the store. First, we used a draw to split into 5 groups. Everybody lined up single file and began to draw tickets that the shop owner had prepared. It was my turn. Alright, time to draw. No matter who I was up against, I'll crush him. At that moment, Mion began to laugh with a hawkish gleam in her eye. Oh no. Of course, I'm sure you already know, but club members will have a separate penalty game than the casual participants. Heh, I thought as much. What's the gist of it? The winner gets to give the losers 1 order each. Contrary to how simple it sounded, it was a terrifying eventuality, the subject of which no one could predict. Damn you, Mion. Was she really planning on parading me around Hinamazawa in Catius and a banana hammock with a tail attached or something? I feel like I might have seen a CG of that somewhere, or a PNG. When I was looking for the ones for the overlay. The look on Mion's face told me she wasn't going to let me off the hook that easy. On top of that, this time it wasn't just the person who finished last who would have to submit to the penalty game. The losers get 1 order each. In other words, if you don't finish last, you still have to do a penalty game. That'd be the case. What about if there's no winner? Like if all the club members drop out midway through? Aha, Kei-chan. Are you alright in the head? Oh, what? The look in Mion's eye became that of a lion bearing its fangs. How exactly are the elite members of our club going to lose to some mewling newborns? Kei-chan. Don't embarrass me by getting eliminated in the first round, you amateur. Even so, I didn't feel threatened. The more into it my opponent was, the stronger I would become. You just wait and see. I won't just sit here and be bullied by you, Mion. I'll show you. We shall meet in the finals. The result of the draw were enough to make you cry conspiracy. All the members of the club were nicely divvied up among the 5 tables. How did this happen when the draw was this random? Or the thought that I was already caught in Mion's puppet strings made me feel uneasy. That was fine though. I'll crush all your petty tricks. Now, where were my opponents? Everybody was headed to the table corresponding to the number on their ticket. The competition at my table was these 2, huh? They look younger than me. Huh? Are you 2 classmates of mine? Oh, hi, I'm Tomita, and this is Okamura. Okamura-kun greeted me by nodding his head. So, my opening round was to be against my juniors from school. Oh my god, other people from the class do exist. Just saying, but it seemed like this is a pretty easy matchup. Lucky. Time to destroy them without mercy. Alright then everybody, please decide on your games and start. With Mion's declaration, the inside of the store suddenly became lively. Everybody was yelling their favourite games at each other, trying to gain an advantage before they started. They do exist. Yeah. Even my classmates, who seemed taciturn at first glance. Does that mean like tactical? Taciturn. At first glance, began to fiercely insist on their own games as soon as the signal was given. Of course, I would kick those suggestions aside. There was absolutely no reason to pick a game your opponent was good at. Sorry, they're all games I don't know. Could you pick something a little more well known? Of course, they didn't agree to the games I suggested either. I could only smirk bitterly. God. Naturally, after 5 minutes, this table still couldn't agree on a game. Obeying the rules, we asked the store owner to decide on a game. Clearing his throat, the shop owner brought over a board game from the back of the store. It was a game called Billionaire. Quite the vintage we have here. Come to think of it, if you lose, you have to buy this game. That damned shop owner, was he using this competition to get rid of all the games he couldn't sell? I know this one. You guys do too, right? Spin the wheel and head to the goal. Whoever has the most money after we liquidate our assets is the winner. The 2 nodded in agreement, and finally the game was underway. At that time, I already had a feeling of impending crisis. I wouldn't realise why until the game progressed a bit. Taciturn. of a person reserved or uncommunicated. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Celebrate the birth of your child. Receive 5,000 from everybody. Oh. Is this the game of life? Or Monopoly? Or something completely different? That's the two I'm getting from it. I'm not sure. Okay, I've built a bit of a lead. Bonus. Received $100,000 from the bank. What? The table was turned in an incident. What are you on about, right? I'm gonna kind of skip through this until like there's something actually like worthwhile. You gotta rig the dice, man. Where's this? She's already won, probably. Oh, of course. It's probably too late to be concerned with that at this point. Only 5 minutes since we started and her two opponents were already beyond recourse. They were sitting there, slumped over in disappointment, muttering to themselves, trying to figure out where they went wrong. For that, they'd find no answer. Was there any reason for their defeat other than they sat on the same table as me on? Then what about Raina's table? The spectators were causing quite a commotion. It looked like their game was character. The shop owner was apparently the one reading out the cards. Raina tended to dawdle along and spaced out a lot. Wouldn't she have a hard time with this game? Then I'll read it out. The dog gets tired on a walk. This is bah! Jesus Christ. The same instant the shop owner began sounding out the words, the cards in question disappeared off the face of the table. No, the face of the earth. Impossible. Where did it go? It was against Raina's cheek. Oh, she was rubbing it though. Oh, so cute. I'm taking it home. Looking at the card Raina was rubbing against her cheek, it was some anime-themed version of character, with rather cute Mary illustration decorating the cards. Basically, it was a picture of a pretty dog girl with a slightly large chest, panting and half in tears as she was being pulled along on a chain. Oh god. With those types of pictures, even I could play with godlike speed. Of all people to play that game, it had to be Raina. It was entirely possible that her fingertips were on the verge of breaking the sound barrier. Oh my god. Yeah, basically. Well, we need to find the correct one for GCSE. Yeah, we had to, like, buy one of them. They're, like, so expensive. But they're, like, 20 to 30 quid for, like, a textbook. It's ridiculous. They should, the teacher should tell you which one you need, though. You shouldn't just have to find it on your own. It's usually, like, one specific one they recommend. It's over. Beyond smiled coolly. Seeing no further reason to keep watching, she turned back. So cute, so cute. Even if Raina wins, I'll still buy these cards. I'm taking them home. How? After that, oh my god. Oh my god. After that, the second the cards started being read out, such decisive sounds echoed. Well then, how about Satoko? Oh, she was playing a rather orthodox game. Concentration. Judging from the distressed look on Satoko's face, it seems that she was struggling somehow. One of the main characteristics of concentration is that the pace of the game speeds up as it goes on. As the number of cards to memorize decreases, it becomes easier to match several pairs in a row. Oh, is it just like a memory game, like pairing up cards? That sounds awful. I'm so glad I'm not you. It wouldn't be exaggeration to say that the first person to take over the flow of the match can run away as the winner. The cards still in play had decreased. If you memorized the cards that had been turned over before, you should have a good chance to sweep the table at this point. Satoko probably knew the positions of all the remaining cards. However, her turn came a little too late. If her opponent followed up, the match would be decided. Hojo, sorry, but I'm also aiming for the prize money. Don't hate me for this. This guy, did he have the locations of the remaining cards memorized? He was completely certain of his victory. The tension on his face relaxed. It's over. I whispered that in a borrowed manner as I turned my attention back to my own game. I spun the wheel. What? No way. The Ace of Hearts should have been here. There was a oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? I thought you played like the Game of Life or whatever. There was a commotion at Satoko's table as the shout rang out. Why can't I read that? The other two at my table turned around in surprise. I didn't. After all, there really wasn't anything to be surprised about. The onlookers were confounded, most of them certain about the Ace of Hearts should have been there. There's no way. I must be seeing things. It must be because I was excited. So, I bet she's cheating. So assured in his victory, the distress over his defeat ran deep. That's how it is. If his opponent wasn't Satoko, then the Ace of Hearts certainly would have been there. What a fool. When you're up against Satoko, you can't let your guard down for a moment until the battle is over. Yeah, she totally cheated. Keishi-san, you still haven't finished your match? You have no sense for these things. With a refined tone of voice reserved for only winners, Satoko called out to me. That's kind of that's kind of weird that you're being made to pay for those textbooks in your year. That's usually only for like sixth form and stuff. They make you pay for like ridiculously expensive textbooks because you're only doing like a couple classes then. For the casual observer, it must have looked like she eked out a victory. Eked out? I don't know. From my point of view, however, she was only playing around. The roles of winner and loser had already been decided. It was nothing more than child's play. The laughable part about it was that the opponent didn't know his role had already been assigned. Nice work there, setting up a farce of a trap with the Ace of Hearts. Wow, that sucks. My opponent only walked into one of my traps. Even then, one more. Fucking hell. One was more than enough. Satoko was a trapper. Her true talent was never having one misfire. Setting off one trap was more than enough. That ain't cool. That ain't cool, man. The fact that the other club members were winning one after another with their own brand of play only added to my impatience and my own lack of progress. Alright, how was Rika-chan doing? How was our club's slight little fox? What the heck is that? Over in the corner, the mood of the table was decidedly different from the others. The game at Rika-chan's table was, you know, that battery-powered fishing game. Oh my god, that was the best thing ever. I don't know why, I can't remember what it was called. Go Fish? No, that's the card game. I don't know. It was amazing though. Fishy. Hooky? No. Fishy? Hooky. I don't know. Something like that. The one where the fish opened and closed their mouths and they rotated on the platform and you used a magnetic fishing rod to pick them up. Yes! That was my childhood. It seemed they planned on competing but seeing who could catch the most fish. But it had become an atmosphere you could hardly call competitive. I love Rika. She's amazing. Wow, I caught one. You're so good, Rika-chan. You're so good at this. It's like meant for 5-year-olds. How the hell can catching one fish be good at it? Oh my, she caught another one. Rika-chan is really good at this. Star. Wait, is that Reina? I knew that Rika-chan had already charmed her opponents along with the onlookers before the matches had even begun, but brilliantly played. That corner had become an informal meeting of the Rika Furude fan club. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure it's one of those just non-licensed games that can be just, there's just like so many iterations of it. It's Rika-chan's total victory. Total victory. Rika-chan's good at fishing, isn't she? What Rika-chan is trolling for probably isn't fish. Hearing that, she glanced over my way briefly. This is my way of getting serious. That's what I heard. This is a masterful technique that only Rika is allowed. Only Rika can do. Yeah, a masterful technique. Waibara-san, it's your turn. Oh, sorry. Guess it is. He doesn't even... He's looking at everybody else's games apart from himself. fined for tax evasion, pay $50,000 for it. In contrast, my game was an unseemly situation. This was noticing. Okay, Chikan, could it be that you're struggling? Okamura, right now, how much money do you have? Okamura, who had wrung out lots of money out of the elite course, began to count through a stack of white $100,000 bills. About 980,000, I guess. Rude lad. How much money do you have, Tomita? I have 880,000. I'm still close enough to turn this around. These two, it looked like they were easily surpassed $1 million. Okay. I thought it was like 880 million or something. Okay, Jenna, how much do you have? Mia's tone of voice was grim from the get-go. It was her disappointment and disgust as club president. It can't be helped. There's no strategy involved other than spinning the wheel in this game. How am I supposed to cheat? Tell those two to close their eyes and count to 100 while I rig the wheel. You know, there's no way I can do that. Yeah, that's basically what you should try. Mika-chan gently pat my head. Still, she wasn't too happy. How pathetic. At one point, I thought you'd be a worthy adversary. I'd be utterly disillusioned. Delusioned? No, disillusioned. Don't give up, Keiichi-kun. There has to be some way to make a comeback. Do your best. Right till the end. I mean, if it's just luck, then you can just rely on luck to win. Nothing you can do about it. Yeah. Right, Mion. Mion's face, however, was almost unbelievably indifferent, like she was watching something completely unexciting. I mean, she is like watching a board game of people, you know, not exactly that exciting. She then turned her back without saying a word. What was loading then? So, oh yeah, we shouldn't have that that Windows pop up. I deleted the previous version of Windows earlier and cleared out my hard drive a little, so it should be it shouldn't pop up again, although it probably will. Hey, me. It was a pathetic voice that irked even myself. I'm disappointed. Everybody was serious about this, but Kei-chan was the only one who wasn't. What do you mean by serious? Are you telling me to control the spinner through sheer force of will? How could I do that? If you were serious about it, you would have settled this game 10 seconds from when you started. Mi-chan, you don't have to get too angry. It's just a game, Mion. Put down the knife. Mion, in a bad mood, cast me aside and disappeared into the depths of his shop. Just kill your opponents. I guess that's the only way to win. Maybe it was because it had become an awkward situation, but the spectators dispersed around my table. Damn it, are you saying I'm not serious about this? I was saying... if I was serious... I'll just skip this for a little bit. Or not read it. It's kind of annoying me. It's just pointless. American, should I take that to mean you're giving up? The only thinking I was forfeiting started to announce the cancellation of the game. At that moment, the demon inside me let loose a howl and awakened. I get it now, Mion. What it means for me to be serious. I'll show you. They're getting way too into this. I clapped my hands on their shoulders, speaking in a low voice after pulling them closer. Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun, let's make a deal. Let me win. Sweet Dippo. The two of them, not immediately understanding what I had just said or the meaning behind it, were momentarily confused. Hey Maribel-san, no violence. Let's settle this game properly. Just listen to what I have to say. Is he just bribing him? What is it you guys want? The 50,000 yen prize money? Well, of course. Winning that kind of money is once in a lifetime opportunity. Is it really though? Even supposing you win, what are you going to do with that money? How are you going to enjoy it? The two of them considered it briefly. Buy a new game or something? Snacks? Maybe some juice? What for like 500 quid? Yeah, that's petty. So petty. Are you guys stupid? Then how are you to enjoy it if you win, my son? Me? That's the point. Just shut up and listen to what I have to say. We club members have a penalty game separate from the casual participants. If we lose, we have to obey a single command from the winner. From another point of view, the winner earns the prize of of being able to order the other club members around. First of all, Tomita-kun, you like Satoko, right? Don't deny it. Oh god. Next, oh god, this is gonna get rapey. Next, Okamura-kun, you like Rika, right? Don't turn red. I knew it. I draw the two of them, red-faced and conscious of whether anybody else heard what. Oh, conscious of conscious of whether anybody else heard what I said. Even closer. Lollies, moe, pretty girls. This is now it. You like her, so what about if I go on a date for you in your place? What men dream about? It's like an unreachable garden of Eden. Even though you're still aiming for it, wouldn't you? I love this. I just put lollies in there. That's because our passionate souls scream for moe. That sensitive age where you couldn't say you liked the girl you liked. Understanding that gave me all the more power. Tomita-kun, if I win, I'll make Satoko wear a collar, be your little sister for a day. This is getting weird. A red fountain spewed from both of Tomita-kun's nostrils. Also, Okamura-kun, I'll put cat ears on Riki-chan and let you take her out on a walk on a leash. Okay, this is getting weird. Blood erupted from the vein in... I think you need to go to the doctor, dude. That's not normal. Don't be shy. Just pretend I force you to go along with me. You two are simply sacrifices to Mayabara-senpai's whims. You can pretend to be against it. I understand. I know everything that your hearts desire. Then I suddenly is that what they like? That's what they want to do. Not like go on a date. They want to like treat him like a pet. Then I suddenly lowered the tone of my voice. My school life was very bleak. I know with my very body how foolish it is to waste such an important time in your lives. Oops. So to you, my juniors, I don't want you to live the lives like that. Be honest with yourselves. Chase your dreams. This is total bamboozle, because if he does manage to win, why would he waste his thing on something for them? Unless he can choose multiple things, because it's only one of them's going to benefit if it works how I think it's going to work. And then unless he just wants to avoid losing, maybe I'll fulfill them for you. I will. It was this moment that the values of men bridged generations. Oh, is it? Okay. I see. I thought it was just the last place. My son. I hate this mic. That's because in a man's lifetime he'll only have 3 fateful encounters. That valuable first time was being experienced right now in this moment with these 2. Oh god. I didn't think this was what we were doing. Oh no. It's fine then. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Game over. It was such an assertive declaration of the game's ending that everybody in the store turned and looked. It had been less than 3 minutes since I was on the verge of forfeit and all the spectators certain of my loss. So we're going to be reading for like 3 hours just to see like Rika and cat ears again. Satoko in a collar again. Keiichi-san, what happened? Who won? It was my complete victory, obviously. What did you say? Exactly how did you overcome this situation? How is that? How are they like so surprised anyway? It's just a luck game. Like you can get lucky near the end of the game. I guess so. There's no need to explain what happened. It was a gentleman's agreement. Right, guys. Right. I promised you lollies. Yes, sir. The 2 of them stole with tears of gratitude answered strongly from the bottom of their hearts. Exactly what kind of miracle occurred here during those 3 minutes where the spectators all looked away from my utter disadvantage. So, how many games has he got to win before he gets to the final? Because he can't, like, how many has he got? He'll have, like, what was that, 4 girls, right? So there'll be 4 penalties. How many? He's already like bribed 2 of them. Assuming he's gonna, you know, stick to his end of the bargain. You did it, Keiichi again, yay! The spectators was puzzled at how I was able to so quickly overcome that hopeless situation. I'm pretty sure that same line repeated just now. That guy, is he able to control the spinning wheel with his eyes or something? It's a miracle. What devilry is this? He's in cahoots with that, Mion, you know. There's no doubt he had some strange trick up his sleeve. I looked at the crowd, who couldn't help but be excited out of the corner of my eye. Now fully awakened and in battle mode, I let out a derisive... I should know that word, I think. Derisive laugh. So this is what it means for me to be serious, Mion. You took your sweet time. Bearing our fangs at each other, we laughed together in a most unsightly fashion. With this, all the club members have cleared the first round. This is going to take forever. Oh my god. Which means that this time it's a match against everybody. A match. I've already decided what I'm going to buy with the prize money. Oh, it was one from each table, so it's just the main 5, isn't it? That's only natural, right? Satoko and Reina sneered at each other. These guys. Did they really think they can win against Keiichi Maibara with when things get serious? Oh, so no, he said enough. Wait, how does this even work? Because he said he'd meet you in the finals with Mion, unless he meant like with the others as well. Because there's 5 of them in the final now. How does that go down to like 1 or 2? Mion, that was a mistake. You shouldn't have offered me advice just now. Heh, what a mewling newborn you are. You're a million light years too early to think you can win against me. Yeah. No, it didn't sound wrong. That sounded pretty hard to be honest. Mion, light years are a measure of distance. God damn it, Mion, you amateur. Oh, she's embarrassed. She's embarrassed. What are we doing, Michan? How are the 5 of us going to face off? How? An 8-hour game of Monopoly. Ah, white noise. Ah. Oh god. Well now, we have such a splendid lineup. It would be a waste to rush things. Me saying something complicated again? It couldn't be. Why you? Mion's hair flowed elegantly, almost like a cape as she turned her back to the table. Even though, I mean, I guess so. Leave me alone. As for today's contest, I, Club President Mion Sonozaki, will reserve judgment for now. Hey, there's 2 non-lollies in there, okay? No, that's not a lolly. The method and time are yet undecided. The more spectators, the better. It should be in front of everybody from Hinamizawa and Okonomiya. By then, we know the best way to finally settle things. Are you running away from this? This is too unfair, even for you, Mion-san. Haha, you newborn. Do you still not realise what has happened? So do you think, yeah. What's wrong with that? Why does that not make sense? Also, do you think it's going to be 12 chapters again? Or do you think, and like the chapters are going to be longer? Or do you think it's going to be like more chapters? Like it's going to be like 14 or 16 or so? I reckon it's probably going to stick to 12. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'll have a look after this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 12 though. The competitive aura billowing out of Mion's body formed a barrier stopping Satoko's advance. We meet again. Prepare yourself for your inevitable defeat. With a shrill laugh, Mion left the store. After a moment of silence, the crowd erupted into cheers. When will they resume the contest? Mion's serious? The other members did great too. That new game, Maibara, he's got some strange power. He turned the tables in an instant. Yeah, totally didn't bribe with us. Maibara-san, you've got to win. Yeah, I tucked someone like Mion's head first into the river Styx for you. The part of the crowd that had apparently overheard the covenant between Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun, and myself erupted into a show again. Mion's going to win anyways. She's the undefeated empress. I'm betting on Mion. What, they making bets now? Jesus Christ. This board game is brought to you by William Hill. No, it's going to be Reina with that ungodly speed. Satoko, the trap artist. Rika, the siren. What? It may be a long shot, but I'll be Maribara. Oh, but it will be Maribara. It's like I'll be Maribara. Wait, what? However, right now I had no ear for those cheerful voices, setting the stage for this huge match and then running away like that. I wasn't going to forgive Mion. Outside of the storm, Mion was getting on her bike as Chopper was seeing her. Right, I just what? Did they say they were going to settle another day, or is she just leaving? What? If you're the club president, don't run. Fight me. Oh, sorry, Kishan. Right now, I've got to get to my part-time job. Oh, I remember that part. Star. Huh? Like you would see in a sketch comedy show, my legs slipped in opposite directions until I was doing the splits. Good job, dude. Yeah, while you were playing your game, Michan received a phone call. It's too bad. Oh, okay. So they're mid-game, I guess. It was just getting good too. Not our lucky day. They're getting crushed at the sale over at our uncle's store. Oh yeah, they mentioned that before. They don't have enough people to work the registers, so he called me for help. When you say your uncle, does he manage a supermarket? Oh my god, he's the manager! If he was there. Satigo, the trap artist. The artist of traps. Does he manage a supermarket or something? It's just a small store, but when it, she runs the 7-Eleven. Oh my god, it all comes full circle. Whenever you put stuff on special, all the housewives swarm in like locusts. Do they have any common sense? Even though they have enough staff, they're selling a carton of eggs for 10 yen. What? That's like pennies. That's like 8p or something. Limit 1 per customer. I was a little surprised. You would never think that this was the club president exuding such a dark aura into the store just a short time ago. It was the usual Mion right now, almost exasperatingly so. Do you think they're actually gonna... Do you think they're gonna resume that game? I honestly can't remember. Will we ever get to see Rika and Kat is again? Find out next time. My shoulder slumped. That's right, club mode was over now. But it was really heated today. It was really fun. Damn, Mion, she really knows how to fire people up. Me too. I got so fired up, my head started to tingle. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna answer that question. Also, I just wanted to say, just to see, is it? Ah, no, it's the PS2 ones. Okay, I'm retarded. Never mind. Oh, I should probably save. I do not want to click through all that again. I just realised on the first game I was like overwriting them, and I forgot I had like 9 more pages up here. Whoopsie. Me too, I got so fired up, my head started to tingle. Especially K-chan, that was scary. I thought he was going to eat me alive there. I mean, maybe I will. It's work, so I guess there's nothing you can do. But it really is too bad. Why would I guess no, she got a phone call. Never mind. I was gonna say, why the hell did she like arrange a game day on a work day? But she got a call, did she? Okay. They're right, to be honest. They fit with the background a little more, because obviously it's from the same game. I really want to continue this some other time. Anytime is good. Oh god, I feel like that dress is lower. Why did I notice that? How about we do it at the Watanagashi festival? Good idea. The cotton drifting 5 demon firefight. That's right. Oh no, they're gonna have to play that bloody bear game again. No. That's right. I'll think about it. Right now, what were Rika-chan and Mion talking about? Watanagashi festival, cotton drifting. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is before then. So yeah, it must have been like a couple days in. Yeah. Or maybe like a week in. When? How many days was it until they went to the festival before? I love it when things all turn out over the top of manga. Like, It'd be nice if we could have another thrilling club activity like this soon. She laughed with a smile that, she doesn't have a gun in this. Look. The gun is gone. Wait. Is it because... No, it's usually there, isn't it? Wait. What? Did she not have a gun there? When did she have a gun? She had it at the... She definitely had it at the festival, didn't she? Oh my god, what am I pressing? Yeah, they're respectable, definitely. I think it was a lot more noticeable in their school uniform rather than her casual. She laughed with a smile that made you feel refreshed just looking at it. Yeah. At that moment, the shop owner came out carrying a paper bag. I wonder what it is. It was her gun. Is she giving it to us? Thank you, everybody. Thank you for today. Thanks to the event. Really went well. It's not much, but here's a little something for you guys. I thought you were supposed to be making money, not giving stuff away. Hey, Uncle Yoshiro. Isn't there a little something for me too? My. Quite an adorable one, isn't that? When Satoko and Rika-chan opened up the bag, there were cute little stuffed animals inside. Oh god, Rika's gonna... No, Raina's gonna swoon. Wow, they're so cute. Can I take them home? I really can. I wonder what her house looks like. In terms of like stuffed animals and bloody Kenta dolls, or whatever you call them. Like the fried chicken dude. Colonel Sanders. Which means there's something for me too. Oh, I got a pretty adorable one. It was a stuffed toy wearing that beautiful dress, one you used to play house. Raina's eyes were glued to the stuffed doll. I don't like her eyes in this. That's it just looks weird. Satoko was the same, and Rika-chan too. Kei-chan took the one that fits him the least. How do I say this? I could say it's pretty or cute. Well, I guess it's cute and pretty, I can admit. It's adorable, but a doll with the changeable clothes is, yeah. If you walked around with it, then you'd be treated like a weirdo starting tomorrow, definitely. Mion didn't have to go that far. This wasn't something a guy like me that should be carrying around. Put it in your gun holster. Oh wait, you don't have it. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. However, after briefly considering, I gave it to Reina instead. Huh? You're giving it to me? To Reina? Thank you. I hate that she talks in the third person. Just perfecting myself, and if I didn't give it to Reina, then walking the streets at night would be scary. Okay, that's an amazing, like, that line is amazing. I think that if you ever enter her house, you'll probably vanish and still, yeah, probably. Just for, okay. No doubt. I thought about giving it to Mion, but it just didn't feel right. Because it wasn't a gun. Haha, you know, I sometimes wonder why I wasn't born a boy. It's better that you're a girl. If you're a boy, I would have killed you already. What? You should kill me, what? What? This is weird. This is really weird. If you don't, Kei-chan, you might not live to regret it. Oh my god, this is like the worst foreshadowing ever. What is this? I mean, it's foreshadowing so much that it's not even foreshadowing, it's just bait. Mion laughed after saying such an ominous line. Everybody laughed heartily along with her. Maybe it becomes like even more obvious along the way, even though this is pretty much as obvious as it can get. Ask God to make you a boy in your next life. I'll also have him make me a boy. Then together the two of us will start with taking over the country as a warm-up. What? Mion-chan, if you don't get going soon, the shop owner told her meekly. Probably, yeah. A lot of us looked like we were having a lot of fun, so it must have been hard to put a wet blanket on things. Later then, today was really fun. I'll see you later, guys. Tomorrow at school. Why? That punctuation is weird. Don't be late for work. Everybody waved their hands and watched as Mion left. Before I knew it, the sun was already setting and the breeze carried a hint of chill. Yeah. Should we play for a bit more in town, or should we go home? I'm not staying like past like 6 p.m. with you. The road gets scary when it's dark, especially when you're carrying an axe. Then I guess it's time to leave. We certainly caused a ruckus today. We sure did. Okay, let's go home. Oh, face! Oh my god! Look at Sato's face. Holy shit! That smile is amazing. Please tell me you saw that. Right, I'm gonna go back to the other art. Oh my god! I keep pressing the wrong one. Sato's song. Oh man. Hopefully I get I feel like I should get affiliate kind of soonish. I don't know. I don't know what I would do for an emote. If you have any ideas. Oh my god! Wait, what? I'm scrolling up and down on Twitch, but it's scrolling up and down on the game as well. That's really odd. I don't know. I would just want to pick like a cute one, to be honest, just so some people would sub for cuteness. But I don't know. I guess it would have to be Higurashi. That's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. Oh, that's right. Reina-san, you achieved an overwhelming victory, didn't you? When Reina gets like that, I'm sorry to say it, but there's no winning against her. Rico is the same as usual. When it comes to boys, it's like taking candy from a baby. It was an easy win. How much was calculated and how much was natural? I get scared when I think about how Riku would turn out in the future. Foreshadowing. Satake-chan was amazing too. The way it ended was really exciting. It wasn't the sort of game where I should be complimented. Oh ho ho ho. Keiichi, you also showed your fangs at the end there. Well, I guess. I'm the type of guy who's strongest when he's cornered. Yeah, I know. Tomita-san and the others seem to be cheering you on really hard. What was all that about? He made some sort of promise with Tomita and Okamura. It's probably a secret. Yeah, nothing to do with you guys. Nothing, not to. Just throwing it. Yeah, they are. A secret. A secret. Oh, I wonder what it is. I wonder. Sometimes, for a man, there are times we can only understand one by fighting. Wahahaha. That's really laughing. I frantically tried to avoid the subject. Oh, that was him laughing. I thought it was like Satoko. Oh my god. Yeah, her laugh is like, oh ho 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 ho. I'm really tilted how many of these backgrounds are old, to be honest. Although they are probably going somewhere just like once. If the the festival stuff is old as well, I'd be pretty annoyed. So I'm pretty sure it's kind of almost revolves around that this time. Hence the name of the game. After that, everybody continued to praise each other and how they defeated their opponents and reflected on how fun today was. Everybody look, the sunset is beautiful. Satoko, getting even more excited, pointed, waiting where her finger indicated was an immense sunset, casting even longer shadows of us on our bikes. The cries of the Higurashi were gentle and very comforting. Chapter 1. Probably. That makes sense for it to be chapter 1. Progress. Achievement. Yes! Who's Mion's uncle? This could actually be quite interesting. Game Masters. Okay, a few new tips. I'm gonna 100% this shit again. All my 100% are just gonna be Higurashi. Yep, sorry. I suddenly got called into my part-time job at my uncle's shop today. What's that? Oh my god, the classroom! No! Why have they all broke? I have the new classroom one. What the hell? I wonder if they match up to the old ones. Or do you think they would be under different numbers? I might have... Let me have a look. Watanagashi. Okay. Let me have a look. looks like it's different. Wait, actually, I don't want to like replace them all and then it'll be like all messed up. So like in the forest, but they're actually in the classroom or something like that. 141. I think they are all matching up, actually. I'll have a look. Let me just try and change this one. 109. Yeah, that's a new one. And that's the one that should be here now. Let me save it, close it, and just switch it over. Because this is like one that's going to be here a lot, isn't it? The classroom. So if I break it, I apologize profusely. I can't even save it. Why can't I save? Oh, it's a tip, isn't it? Never mind. Boop. Boop. Oh shit, no. It's... No, yeah, no, it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's just try that. Let's just try this. I'm not going to change all of them until I know it actually works. Theoretically, this should work, right? And before crashes. Shit, I didn't think about this, did I? Oh wait, no, we should be alright. I think I did it. Probably. Fixing one breaks like 10 more. I'll go through it after stream and fix more. Yep, sorry, I said he got called into my part-time job my uncle's today. What's that? No club today then? Well, I'm sorry. We'll put our hands together in an apology and grinned. If you really want to do club today, then you can always do it without this old man. The club locker is stuffed full of games. You can pick whatever. The club locker was the trans-dimensional space from which we all pulled games whenever we met for club activities. It's like Mary Poppins' bag. I wondered how so many freaking games could be stored in the locker. It was even smaller than the one with the cleaning supplies in it. Besides those games, it was also a what? No, never seen that. Cornucopia? A symbol of plenty consisting of a goat's horn overflowing flowers, fruit and corn. Huh. How strange. Of suspicious objects, costumes for punishment games. If we lined them all up on the floor in order to sort them, we would definitely fill the entire classroom. Nah, we shouldn't. I get the feeling that if I mess around in that locker, everything inside will come tumbling down inside me. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe amateurs shouldn't meddle with this. Neil gave a hearty laugh, implying that the only one who could do so was the club president. Me, the teacher's looking for the key to the gym storehouse. Do you have any idea where it could be? Did I not return it to the teacher's lounge? Mia said, feeling about in her pocket. I thought she was supposed to be going to her bloody uncle's job. Judging by her expression, she must have planned on returning it, but it was still in her pocket. I feel like half these tips are just pointless. Kind of like a few of them were definitely important, but some of them are kind of like there was ones like what type of name is Raina, or this school uniform thing. I didn't see if that had any relevance to it at all, even though I kind of skipped that one. I knew you had it, Mion-san. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that you simply must have had been the one who had it. I was right too. Satoko and I were both right. Giggling, Satoko and Riki-chan clapped their hands together in celebration. You're annoying. Oh. Stop. Hey, I changed this one as well. Stop clap. Mion elbowed Satoko and Riki-chan in their heads and then headed for the teacher's lounge? Teacher's lounge. Oh, right. Have you two heard? Mion has a part-time job and that's why she's not coming to the club. Yeah, I know it. But Lolly's bullying me. Oh, is that so? That's so very droll. So very droll of her. I don't even know what droll means. But... What? I thought it was the other way around. Oh yeah, I guess I'm still trying. Curious or unusual in a way that provokes dry amusement. I feel like I probably knew that. I don't know. The two of them made disappointed faces. Whatever anyone said, Mion's club was always the #1 thing that I looked forward to when going to school. It wasn't hard to agree with their melancholic expressions after hearing it wouldn't be happening today. So Mion's got a part-time job. I wonder what she's doing anyway. Whenever Mion cancelled club, it was usually because of her job. However, it also didn't seem like she went there every day. She would go 2 or 3 days in a row, then not go for a while. It sounded like a pretty damn random part-time job. She isn't working at any one shop or anything. She isn't? Then does that mean she's a day labourer? Mion wearing socks and a helmet, sweated to death in a factory. I couldn't imagine such a thing. That would be amazing. Mion's dad helps her uncle out whenever their employee goes on vacations. She's like a handyman. I get it. Now that you mention it, her having a job at her uncle's place. I think I've heard about it before. Yeah, I remember as well. You heard about it in the other timeline. She has a lot of uncles who ran their own shops, so Mi's in very high demand. She has a lot of uncles who own shops. A lot of them. Oh, you were unaware, Keiichi-san? There are many relatives of Mion-san's in Okinomiya who run their own stores. Huh? I didn't know that. So they're all different kinds? Yes, there's a bakery, a produce market, a ramen shop, and many others besides. That toy store we went to for the club the other day is one of them. I was dumbfounded. That's amazing. Is Mion's family blessed with some kind of crazy business sense? They run so many different things, it's kind of amazing. You get like discounts everywhere probably. Oh my god. There are others like a loan shark, a land shark, a strip club, and a brothel. What I'm saying is that they do lots of things. Okay, a couple of weird things came up that time, but still, I can tell it was pretty extensive. Yeah, so have like hitmen for hire. So the reason she's so fussy about returning money she lent you is because the blood of loan sharks run through her veins. That explains it. Oh, her face. Once I completely forgot to pay me back for the money she gave me to go shopping, and she threatened me, saying that if I didn't return it, she'd throw me into the red light district, and that would be the end of me. Oh god. Rika-chan being sold into the entertainment industry to pay off her debts. Oh crap, my nose bleeds. That's amazing. Star. A die by being thrown on the ground must be the silliest form of death I've ever heard of. Huh? She doesn't really get it, does she? Recently, she seems so unspoiled. Riki-chan and I gave her a pat on the head. Oh. Why are you petting me? We're petting you because you're a good girl, Satoko. Satoko was lost and confusing, but she seemed to understand why she was being made fun of. Amazing. Oh, they actually have like a... I'm pretty sure they didn't have this before. Oh my god. Okay, so there's 4 more than before. Oh. If there's 4 more from... Oh no, because sometimes you get multiple each chapter, don't you? I was going to say, that could suggest 16 chapters, but I guess it could also just not be. Loki Satoko is a lot cuter than Mika. Yeah, I disagree. Fuck. We gotta do some skipping, boys. I'm annoyed that didn't save, but also not completely surprised. But also slightly surprised, because... Huh. Whatever, let's just do some tapping. It's fine, we're only at the end anyway. Can I skip? I can! Guys, be kind to each other. No, don't even need clickety clack. Alright. Okay, right, continue. I wonder why afternoons always make you feel sleepy like this. Mel spoke in a voice that went so far as to make whoever heard it lethargic. You want a medical explanation for sleepiness? I could say it, but it would just make you more sleepy. God, spare me. It was almost 3 o'clock. 6th period was almost over. By the way, Satoko and everyone else in the lower grades ended their school day around 5th period, so they were probably running around in the schoolyard right now. Bastards. Wait. Oh yeah, they have, do they have 6 classes in Japan? Because we just have 5 here. But I guess they're like 45 minutes instead of an hour. That would make sense. I could hear their joyful voices coming from there right now. Oh, wow, what I would give to be able to join them. Oh, do you have 6 there as well? Or... Mi-chan, you're the class representative, so you have to try harder. No going to sleep. How long were those classes? Were they like 40 minutes or something? Oh, were they still an hour? 45, okay. You see, rather than the class representative, I'd rather be the president of the boxing club. They get to sleep a lot. What makes you think that? At the boxing gym, they're always hitting the sack and fuck, kill yourself. Kill yourself. Yeah, you deserve that. The teacher cackled as she hit the back of Beyond's head with the corner of a textbook. That's all for me. I'll leave it for that for the day. Representative, please direct the class. Everybody stand up. Attention. Mion, who had been half asleep, became lively again at the moment she heard class was over. It must be delightful to be that shrewd. Homeroom was done after the lower grades had finished their lessons, so we were free to go. It was one of the odd rules we had as a mixed grade school. When the new class was over, Satoko and Riki-chan returned to the classroom. Good work today. Alright, it's time for happy fun club activities. Happy fun game time. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Even though I've got work again. What should we do today? Hey Mi-chan, why don't we continue what we started yesterday? Yes, we should do that. To have it end like that when things were getting good, I wouldn't accept it. Now, I know how you feel, but let's save that for another time. Something like that shouldn't be done somewhere dinky like a classroom after all, but a grander stage. I'm down with. Why didn't they just do it in the... I remember something else, some other game outside, I think. Because they, I remember... Oh, there is one good part, actually, I remember, in the, like, the playground or whatever. The field outside. But they completely, skipped out the zombie tag thing, didn't they? Which would have been quite funny to watch, I think. I'm down whenever, but but I guess the whole way that played out was quite a lot of text, and that you kind of had to yeah, I don't think it would have worked how quickly they were plowing through everything. I'm down whenever, but some of the younger guys said they had watched me in the finals, so let me know ahead of the time. Whoa, Keiichi-kun, you're amazing. There's people cheering you on. I wonder if there's anybody cheering on Reina. No, you suck. I couldn't help but watch as Reina entered her pining maiden mode. I don't know what pining means, honestly. Pining. Suffer a mental and physical decline, especially because of a broken heart. I feel like that's probably not the right description of it. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna pull any punches, but I'll pray for your victory, Anna. With a saccharine Keiichi brand smile, I ruffled Rain's hair roughly. I don't know what that means either. Wow, Keiichi-kun, what are you? Rain, she's getting wet from this. Raina's turned bright. Raina turned bright red and short-circuited, smoke billowing from both her ears. Yeah. Gazing into her eyes, a strange scene of me holding hands with Reina and skipping through a flower bed was reflected there. Even if it was in somebody else's imagination, it was terribly troubling. Meet Keiji, the Raider killer. When Riki just said that, everybody burst out laughing at once. That Raider is a Satoko Riki-chan killer though. True. It may be true that we can't win against Raider, but we won't lose against Keiji. Oh, this is becoming a pretty interesting relationship now. Oh my god, it's like a love pentagon. Our strengths, but like a death pentagon. I don't know. Our strengths kind of interact like in rock paper scissors, but that doesn't include Mion, does it? No, she's just like the best at everything. Of course not. It doesn't matter who it is. I won't lose. Jesus. What hurt? Benefiting of an empress. The mood in the room became more lively. It was as good a moment as to get started. Her smile was so like creepy. Well now, let's get started nice and easy. Yeah, so then Mi-chan, what should we do today? We'll let out a small interjection as she rummaged through the so-called club log. We didn't see this angle before, did we? Why not? That's kind of odd. Every time I look, there's always a ton of always a ton of things crammed in there. Everything that's jammed in that locker is a game of some kind, you know. On top of that, things used for penalty games like hats and collars were kept in there. The capacity of things is unfathomable. That locker, maybe it actually extended through the wall into the 4th dimension. That's my theory anyways. Well, like all your bloody foreshadowing. If not that, then how could you explain how someone could pull out an item after item? After Mion touched her hand to her chin briefly in thought, she turned around without pulling out any games. Why don't we try and keep it a bit simple today? Playing games that require lots of pieces all the time could be a little bland, right? Strip poker. It doesn't matter what game it is, if everybody plays together, it can be fun. Yeah, that's right. Raina and I both expressed our agreement. I feel the same way. With this group, there's no doubt. Even if we were pulling weeds from the school class, it would be fun. I disagree. That wouldn't be fun for me, pulling weeds or whatever. That's right, isn't it? By the way, Satoko, could you stop reading people's mind by looking at their expressions? Lolly powers. Whatever you're thinking is always written all over your face, so I always know right away. I've always been told that, but ever since I transferred, it seems like it's been especially bad. Alright, everybody pay attention. I'm going to explain. Not more class games. We all immediately cut the idle chatter and put on our stern expressions. In no time at all, everybody's gaze focused like a tiger on or a shark, listening intently. I thought I said tiger on a shark. It's like, what? That sounds amazing. That's right, from the point where the rules are explained, the match has already begun. Today's game is probably better known as a party game. It's called Sympathy. Has anybody heard of it before? No, I haven't. It means to share someone's feelings, right? Maybe I know this. Me? A game where we choose a topic, everybody writes down the first word that comes to mind, and the more people who share the same answers, the more points are awarded. In that case, Raider knows about it. I remember. I recall playing a game like this in grade school while we were on the bus during a field trip. Man, that sounds so much fun. I'm not familiar with this game. I would like an explanation. First of all, we have the leader choose a topic. For example, if they choose dessert, Satoko-chan, when someone says dessert, what's the first thing you think of? Ice cream. Let's see, pudding or something? Disappointing. Okay, in that case, Satoko would write pudding on your memo pad, and everybody reveals their answer at the same time. If there's two or more people who wrote down pudding, then they get points. The more people who write down the same answer, the more points are awarded. So if everybody writes down the same answer, that's a max of 5 points. In other words, the trick is to think so that what you write down is the same answer as everybody else. It was exactly as Rika-chan said. The point of this game was to think in a way that's so that you have the same answer as everybody else. So you just pick the most basic answer. It's like the opposite of pointless. For example, even if you had the word dessert and immediately thought of strawberry sundae, if your answer doesn't match up with anybody else, you don't get any points. So that's what you have to hold off on the answer and ever choose. Change to one that seems like everyone else would choose. The key becomes not what you think yourself, but being able to predict what everybody else will answer is very high level. So, what's that? What's that? Copy pasta. This game is highly intellectual. No, I think I saw it recently of a Handsome map. It's like the subtlety in his concepts require a higher intellect or something. I don't know what it was, but I don't know what the original was. I've seen it on OC Game a lot though. Yeah. Oh, it is Rick and Morty. Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. God. Decided to say, let's try practicing for one round. Oh, for God's sake, I think we get it. We get the idea of this. It's very simple. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Is it though? What? Ujin Toki. Is that like a fruit or something? Ujin Toki. That's just a word. No. I think I might have spelled that wrong. Yeah, I did. Green tea. Green tea shaved ice. That looks kind of nice and kind of awful. What? I'm the only one with melon. You got bamboozled. It's all about that story, right? Yeah, there's no point reading this. I mean, it probably is. I don't know. That sounds quite interesting, to be honest, but you know, I don't really know what's the point of all this is. Schlepping? What? Playing Porter. Oh boy. What I made for outfit of all things. Ha, it's so cute, but no way. But you see, what do we do if Keiichi-san loses? If we don't have a size that fits her? I don't think that's gonna matter. Oh, I didn't let that little detail go by. I have a nice extra large size one prepared just for Kei-chan. What? He's not that big. He's like smaller than... He's way smaller than Mion. Not way smaller. He's smaller than Mion. He's definitely not like... He's definitely not like a different size. I'm going to have you walk around outside dressed up as a maid. With the headband into the garter belt, even the underwear. It's... Even the underwear, I've got it all prepared for you. This is insane. Why do you have every possible size of that type of thing in that locker? This is bad, Keijimura. Somehow it's become a situation where only my failure results in an overly cruel post to play. What if I make a mistake and lose? I wouldn't be able to walk around in broad daylight anymore. Oh man, what about that my boy? Did you hear about him? It seems like he has a penchant for cross-dressing. Oh my, really? That'd be so embarrassing, you know. Oh, wait, is that like Satoko? Is that like Satoko's mother? Oh wait, she died, never mind. Nah, that's way too harsh. That's just incredibly brutal. If we're to return this penalty to some semblance of normalcy, now is the only time. Everybody, I think we should refrain from this unwholesome penalty game. While on the way back from school, do we have to be accompanied by a girl wearing a maid uniform carrying our baggage? Having them say master while dragging them around the village in such an embarrassing outfit. Wait, why am I panting? What is this? This feeling welling up inside. He's getting horny. Well, let's just make it a normal penalty game. Wait, Keiichi has frozen stiff. Burning with passion, I finally placed my hands on Reina's shoulder. Reina, there is no problem with the penalty game. I just have to win. That's right, everybody. I turned to everybody with an idiotic grin, my pearly whites flashing with a brilliant gleam. Okay, Chang, you've come to the idea. No matter what the penalty game is, there's no reason to be afraid. You just have to win. Right, everybody? Yeah. From me on to recap, everybody energetically thrust their fists up high. Only Reina seemed somewhat undecided, standing there looking flustered. She's a little bit slower than she. If she wins, even for Reina, it's quite a delectable opportunity. I think I know who loses because I've looked at the CG gallery. Unless it's something different. It didn't really look like, it wasn't like a stand made out of it, so maybe it's not. It looked like one of the ones from the diner in the town, almost like a cosplay type thing. Hey Reina, don't you see this is a pretty big opportunity? Rika-chan or Satoko-chan in a maid outfit come and route right to your doorstep. This is a historically great chance, isn't it? Sploosh. God. Reina began spouting a fountain of blood from her nose. It's probably going to go pretty well. Because it's just like a win-win for us. Because even if Keiichi does lose, we don't have to see it because he doesn't have a character sprite. Which they quite comically refer to in that fourth wall breaking epilogue thing that Dada missed. But all the others in maid outfits would be cute as hell. So the look in her eyes completely changed. She shifted into cute mode. I was waiting for this Reina. That look in her eyes. How to my doorstep? It's not like Keiichi-kun or Mi-chan wouldn't be good too, how? Alright, it looks like everybody prepared themselves. Get your memo pads ready. First question ready. First topic is summer break. I'm just gonna probably skip through this until we get to the end of it. Hey, level 25. Good job. Mosquito coils, what? Mosquito coil, that's what they think of when they think of summer break. That's so odd. I would pick, like, I don't know, beach. I wonder how this one... Oh no, what has he put? Has he put like bikinis or something? Homework. Oh, that's sad. Nobody could really follow up that response. It's as if my impertinent answer had somehow sullied the wonderful dreams of the coming summer break. Keiichi-kun's summer breaks were never fun, were they? Oh, it's alright. Let's spend the summer this year with everybody. We won't leave you by your lonesome. Rika-chan gently petted my head. Man, I want a Rika-chan with my life to pat my head. What exactly does summer break mean to me? Summer courses, overflowing sunflowers, observing sunflowers, practice exams, special summer focus seminars. Like, shush, that doesn't count. I wasn't thinking anything lewd. Leave me alone. I know nothing of hot summers, because I've always been in air-conditioned cram school. Oh, the tears. Keiichan's summer breaks were always devoid of hopes and dreams, weren't they? Oh god, don't look at me with such pity in your eyes. Don't look at me. I swear that said re. Like re. This, oh god, This game called Sympathy made me more terrifying than I could ever imagine. Well, anywho, Rain and I get 2 points each. Let's keep going. Next is fish. Sushi. Pardon, tuna. Unless, oh no, it just said something related to it, doesn't it? Salmon. Sushi. How about that one answer? Hell yeah. When you see a let's see my quick. Sashimi. I don't know what that is. Sushi's. Stop talking to me at that consoling time. Stop it. Well then, the rest of us show us our answers. Ready, go. Dolphin. Oh, I wasn't thinking of live fish. Why was I not thinking of live fish at all? Hey, that's a level 19, right? You're slipping behind. Yeah, he just said fish. I only thought of like dead fish, like fish you would eat. That's all I was thinking of. Reek and I have the same answer. That's 2 points. You used to be on top, right? Now you're 6 levels behind. How do you feel? That's what you get when you don't watch Higurashi for like 15 hours a week. Everybody but Keiichi. Screw you, Keiichi. You suck. Well, what 0 points are? You're mean. This is better than Corpse Party. Not even fish, they're mammals. I was thinking like, wait, that's kind of, I mean, it doesn't have to be technically a fish as long as it's like related, or that's what you think of. I will admit this fluff is kind of boring. When there's too much of it, it's alright to a degree, and then it just goes like, it just goes on forever. Try that Sakuramoshi, only be repeat the tragedies of the past. What? That's not even a word. Gastrocentric. That didn't even come out. Did you spell it wrong? Oh. Gastrocentric. Catrocentro. What? Is this not a word? It's like gastrocentric, didn't it? Gastros. Yeah. It's not even. I don't think it's even a word. No, wait. It's Spanish? No, gastrocentric is like... What the hell is gastrocentric? I should probably look at chat, you might have already told me. It's a... I don't know what that is. A neologism. I can't even say it. A newly coined word or expression. That doesn't help. Wait, what? Neologism. Whatever. Yeah, when it's giving me a different definition when I click on it. It's saying a newly coined word or expression for neologism. Or are you on about gastrocentric? Are you on about gastrocentric? Okay. That kind of makes sense, to be honest. Okay. Oh, he's just bamboozled himself. Nah. Card Master Sakura. Oh no. No, he's gonna. No, we don't get to see anybody in a main outfit. No. Come on, you gotta bring it back. Star. Oh, it's parodying card Captor Sakura. I was like, I know this is doing something. God, my brain's dead. Yeah, that would make sense. It's weird because they're like using some copyrighted things like Colonel Sanders and KFC, but then they're not for that. Geezer. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, if you're a real member of this club, show me you won't let anybody come back from this disadvantage. Alright, let's keep it rolling. Oh, thank God, please. I don't want to read any more of this crap. Someone tells me that isn't the end of the chapter. That would be too simple, wouldn't it? Come on, please. Give me tips. Damn it. Oh, damn it. I need to fix this background as well. You're going to say that every time, aren't you? Hehehe. Oh, he's wearing it now. Oh, that sucks. Huh. How does it feel, Keishan? Have you awoken to the pleasures of wearing girls' clothes in front of actual girls? Be honest now. It's alright. I thought that was his reply. So that's alright. That's alright. We won't laugh. Ah, you jack. I'm gonna murder you. Oh boy. Swinging Mion's bag. I thought that's a bat. Swinging Mion's bag. About wildly, I chased her in circles for a bit. Today's loser was quickly decided to be me. You were overthinking everything. When I had been assured of finishing last, Mion showed her true power. She began racking up points with an iron fist. In the end, we didn't even have to add up the scores to know who was on top. Damn it. Oh my god. After that, in the changing room, with much wailing and gnashing of teeth, pushing the boundaries of shame and brutality, I was instructed by Mion on how to put on everything from ribbons to underwear. Is there like special made underwear? That's a thing. Why would they have? they meet him at the... They meet him when they go to the junkyard. Oh. What do you mean, notice how they haven't? Like, that could happen in a minute. It's not like they're directly... They're not really mentioning it either way. Damn you, Mia. What do you mean, knowing that this day will come in handy one day? I don't think there's too much point in trying to figure out kind of what time this fits in, because it kind of overlaps and doesn't make sense like that, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. How the bloody hell will a man knowing how to put a garter up be useful? I love like the text like this. Shh, Kei-chan, you're too loud. If you stay quiet, you might be able to pass this off as a rehearsal for a play. But something inside me suspects that yeah, that's I'm pretty sure he doesn't either. I honestly can't. I remember, if it's the one I'm thinking of, I remember a few parts of it, and this one I think is my favourite. But it could not be at all. If it's the one I'm thinking of, then it is. If it's not, then it makes sense for it to be. But I honestly can't remember. Now I find out that I'm wearing women's clothing right down to the unmentionables. What even is that? Ungo. What even is that? That's not even a word. I shuddered from head to toe, resisting the urge to scream. I really hope something. It's not even a hint of anything interesting gonna happen soon. Actually, Kei-chan, you have really smooth skin. Are you often told that it's easy to apply makeup on you? Saying that may on gently rub my cheek. What kind of man gets praised for being easy to apply makeup on them? How does it feel when a maid's hairband? It really finishes off the look. Oh god, we're gonna have to actually see this on the anime. A hairband is the best part of a maid outfit after. Is it? Oh, what do you mean? Finishes off the look. Damn ass, stop teasing me. Ah, rude. Keiichi-ken is embarrassed. Cute star. That's right, men like things like garter belts, right? So how does it feel wearing on yourself, Star? I don't really feel anything. Stop it. Don't flip it up. It's tight, isn't it? You feel it rub against your skin as you... Oh my god. Stop, don't whisper such strange things in my ear. Oh, my miserable manhood subtly shifted. Oh god. You're turning red, you're turning red. This is... Yeah, it is. Have you finally realised it? That's right. Right now, Kei-chan is exactly the type of maid that every healthy male... Stop it, man. Really? Why do you have to whisper that right in my ear? This is turning very kinky. Have you ever just wanted to hold a maid close to you? Kei-chan, you currently become one with that maid. Don't you see? That's a distance far closer than mere touch can ever achieve. You become one. Can't you hear that pulse, that breath? Oh my god, she's gone. Mi-chan, that's on the verge of overheating. A long red line flowed out of Reina's nose. Putting on makeup properly, making you wear a wig with the straight long hair. You look so... you look so much. Kei-chan, I've made you into your ideal woman. And now you're going to walk around town with me. Oh no. You're surely monopolize the eyes of all the men. Oh god. That would definitely make you feel really good, wouldn't it? If only you didn't have this big thing back. Ugh. Saying that she tried to flip up my skirt. Oh my god. Yeah, this is definitely... Imagine this was the other way round. Damn, that would be like... Definitely sexual assault. This is definitely not the time. I can't let them see me with this male-centric problem. I feel like this is new, I think. Before I realised it, Reina was carelessly... carelessly caressing my head and rubbing me with her cheek. Oh my god. She couldn't... When you were fidgeting like that, you were super cute. Yeah. I'm gonna take you home. Apparently Reina's vice-like embrace. I saw Mio laying spread eagle on her back. I see. This must be what Satsuko and Rika-chan feel like when they become Reina's prey. After that, it took quite some time to calm Reina down from her frenzy. Just slap her. Just backhand her. Like a proper man. Hey Takesha, today was super enjoyable. You rue this day, Mion. This disgrace will be returned tenfold. I'll achieve an overwhelming victory and condemn you to a public shaming. Yeah, only if you can beat me. I look forward to you seeing you try. I was reading that. Mio tossed me my clothes and looked in as good as a mover as ever seen her. Okay, now that I've been released by Mion, I can't waste even a second running home. By the way, Reina isn't as good as Michan, so if we happen to bump into anybody, I won't be able to follow up for you, okay? Star. Soon after that, I went into a full-out dash. I'm pretty sure I was running the 100 meters in about 6 seconds there. Well then, Keiichi, see you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. The fact that I didn't bump into anybody I knew was probably divine favour for my constant good behaviour. It's been going my way today, has it though? At the moment, the front door opened as if someone was waiting for me. Oh, Keiichi, so you're home. I was just able to go for a walk. I was just about to go for a walk. I was dumbstruck by how slow my father was going to react. A normal person would have realised the peculiar scene before them around me. Okay, Keiichi. I'm Dad. This is, you see, you know that club I'm always talking about? This is the one of the penalties we do there. It just so happened I lost today. My dad, no, it's just what he wears anyway. Keiichi bolts. My dad placed his hand on my shoulder. It was an oddly... What have you been doing, Dad? It was an oddly moist and uncomfortably warm hand. Keiichi, let's have a little talk, my sister. We'll keep it a secret from Mum, of course. Oh no. No, Dad, let's go. There's a show I want to be watching right now. Me on you show me this day. His artistic flame raging like wildfire. My dad dragged me along. I disappeared into the depths of the studio. Keiichi, you home? Oh, you're in the bath. Is that makeup remover? More importantly, what's the matter? Sorry, I have a headache. I don't think I can make dinner tonight. I'm terribly sorry, but can you go out and eat with your dad? I always go get him a superwoman at work, but it occasionally takes a toll on her health. So this kind of situation is hardly a rarity. That's fine, but what will you eat? If it's just for myself, I can probably find a way to scrounge something together. Take care. His dad was trying to molest him or something. Yeah, probably. Keiichi, we'll take the car, so hurry up. Dad quickly got the car ready. He must be hungry. He really only moves so energetically when it's time to eat. Sorry to keep you waiting. That's the same interior as Uishi's. They're so lazy. Or maybe he's the same person. Sorry to keep you waiting. So where are we going to eat? I recently found a nice store. Let's go there. Wait, a nice store? What? My dad usually complains about things. For him to actually praise something is unexpected. Unacceptable! My dad, I wonder what kind of place it is that he'd rank at 3 stars. What do you see? Wait, what's that? Down ranking app. Oh fuck, I can't remember. As one who seeks the way of the gourmand, I ate Keiichi Baraba and genuinely intrigued. God damn it. The headlights of the car cut through the early darkness of the Hinamazawa night, carving a straight path towards town. Yelp, yeah, that's it, Yelp. It's like the 1980s version of Yelp. I was pondering where such a gem of a restaurant could be hidden away. It was shockingly the family restaurant right by the station. That great restaurant you were talking about, was this? The words Angel Mort were written on a very family restaurant-esque cartoonish logo. Oh, is it like a supermarket with a restaurant type thing? It had the air of a girl-oriented, all-you-can-eat cake buffet rather than a proper restaurant. You never been inside, Keiichi? Come to think of it, I hadn't. There'd been some times where I travelled to the faraway towns to eat, but returning only as far as Okinawa Station, there was really no reason to dine out. Home was just a stone's throw away after all. I see, that was the reason I'd never been there before. Oh my god, all these backgrounds. We stopped the car in the restaurant's parking lot. It seems like the business is booming. There's quite a few cars parked here, but what really amazes me are the license plates. There really are, a lot of them that can't be from this area. Fukuyama, Nagoya. Well, that's fine. Chiba, Saitama. Opening up my mental geography book, I calculated how long it would have taken to get here via the major highways. Godship. Haha, Keiichi, it seems like that you finally realised how amazing this restaurant is. This is how they did things in 2002, right? They just took a picture and then just put a shitty filter over it. What's the meaning of this? How could so many people travel from so far away just to come to this restaurant? Following my dad, I climbed the steps and entered the building. Like, they did the same in Kato Shoujo, but in Kato Shoujo it like actually looked nice. Let me try and find a picture. I did not spell that right at all. Okay, that's just like terrible quality. That doesn't give. Okay, that's just weird. I don't even know if that doesn't even look like it's from that. Oh my god, backgrounds. I didn't mean wallpapers. Alright, here's one. So it's like that. So it has like a nice like watercolor look to it, and it actually looks nice, rather than shitty. Dude, one of the cars is it's a Honda. That's the circulation is today. My grandpa's. That's amazing. The bed attached to the door clattered as we entered it. The waitress soon greeted us. After confirming our party size and whether we wanted a smoking or non-smoking seat, she guided us. Oh my god. I think I remember this, but I've just deduced it myself now from what we've read from this. I'm pretty sure this is Mion's store, isn't it? And she's gonna be like a waitress here. I think. Let's see. That makes sense, right? The store Mion had to help her uncle out at. I think it might be this one. Yeah, I don't think the background's too. I don't think it was. I'm not sure. No, because that was a diner. This is a quote unquote store. I don't think you should rely on the backgrounds for deciding where it is. I can't remember. They went out of town. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just bullshitting. It seems that they were ready-made, so there wasn't much of a wait at all until our meal was brought to us. The taste was, no offense to Dad, not so different from your run-of-the-mill family restaurant. I'm gonna guess that that's the case. If not, then I'll be slightly confused. If you're just talking about the taste, it seems like normal. Seems like normal family restaurant fare. Who gives a damn about taste, Keiichi? See, isn't it great, Star? I see, it just may be that the food here might be nothing more than average. The demographic of the customers was pretty much all young men. It may call itself a family restaurant, but there wasn't a single table with a family, and yet it was packed. The parking lot was filled with cars from all corners of the country. They didn't come from far away to eat this completely mediocre food. There's only one other reason. See? Dad flagged down a nearby waitress. Excuse me, the dessert that comes with the meal still hasn't come yet. Told you! I told you! Ha! I'm a genius. I also remembered that in the CG folder. But I did remember it. Haha. I'm so sorry. It is a dessert that comes with daily combo A. I've been nothing for quite a while. Yeah, because I don't know if it is. I don't think it's the same one. But I feel like they were wearing that. Yeah, the outfit was the same, but did they go to the same place? Maybe they did. Okay, I'll say it's the same place. Because I vaguely remember it from the series, and I was like, wait, maybe she's a whoa, maybe she's a as I remember the like a maid outfit or something, or the whatever the hell this kind of outfit is, and then I just like put all the pieces together. Oh, my apologies. I'll bring it right away. The apparently rookie waitress rushed off and flustered. Oh, hold on. Hold on. That could it be that this restaurant is? Aren't they great? The waitress's uniform's here. I mean, I don't know if, how far I'm thinking into this. Oh, what are you doing, Keiji? My own father never hit me. I'm your son. I read that the wrong way around. Whatever. Listen, Keiji, I never come here with impure intentions. Just to ogle your classmates. That bell and oh my god, Atrante and X. Oh, piss off. Speak English, you twat. Is my artistic muse. I wanted you to feel that, even if you must have yearned for the stimulation, haven't you? Coming here alone though, it's a bit embarrassing. Amazing. You understand? That's why I dragged you here. Just blame me. Even if you must condemn me, I wanted you to know this feeling, KG. He's like a total pervert. I needed to take a leak. My father always had a bad habit of trying to hide his embarrassment using incomprehensible nonsense as a spokescreen. Pardon, boyfriend. It probably was French, wasn't it? Was it French? It was probably French. I want to believe that this weirdness won't be genetic. Continuing his one-sided rambling, my father stood up and headed to the washroom. Oh, God damn it! With him gone, I was left alone in the booth. Finally, at this time, a feeling of embarrassment welled up inside me. I had nothing to do but go beet red with shame. The waitress from before returned, her eyes alternating between the order slip, and the table. Arriving at my seat, she hesitantly tried to say something. A more veteran waitress offered some advice from over her shoulder. Just come down and say sorry for the wait. I'm terribly sorry for the wait. Right, just like that. Do your best. I know what's happening, but I'm also confused at the same time. I have to look for something. 1 second. I'm just gonna open this up over here because you don't need to see that. Okay. Yeah, I know where I stand. It's super obvious, but I was just waiting. Whispering that into her ear, the veteran waitress left. This waitress must have just been hired. With an absolute lack of confidence, she moved hesitantly and maybe even somewhat perilously, just watching her put me on edge. I suddenly watched as he placed her dessert on the table with an inexperienced hand. I don't get him. Why is he not pointing it out? What incredible uniforms they are. They were like a bunny girl plus a maid plus some sort of pretty outfit, all in a perfect ratio. Most certainly a rather dubiously charming kind of fashion. Yeah, that's true. He's like, I recognise this chest anywhere. In any case, she's in no way appears to be a proper waitress. What should I do? I was catching glimpses of too many things. That is, I didn't know where I should look. I know where I'm looking. Wearing something like that walking around the restaurant is as bad as it can be for digestion. Star. Even though she was wearing the outfit, this particular waitress had no idea what to do either. This flushed state, without a doubt, should she be attributed to the amount Bearskins showed rather than being new to the job. Both the waitress and I mutually avoided eye contact while platonically embarrassed and feeling this is. I'm a customer, you know. It's alright to be more straightforward. My nose is starting to bleed. At that moment, our eyes just happened to meet. Both of us blinked down to who we were looking at. Okay, so unless that whole Unless that whole scene literally was about half a second. This is ridiculous. But they were talking to each other. How thick could he be? Mion, is that you? That was at least like, yeah, 5-10 seconds. Eh? On top of her hair being let down, she was so far removed from her usual a confidence-filled attitude. I didn't realise it was her at all. It was Mion. Why is she here? Yeah, I understand that, but they spend like all day at school and playing games and shit. You would recognise their voice instantly. Why are you working at a place like this? I'm helping out at my uncle's store. Come to think it, I did hear her talk about how her relatives have stores in town and that she sometimes works part-time to help them. Oh, that must be a lot of work. The nervous... Yeah, I'm not even going to bother asking. You know what's happening here, right? Because I know you do. The nervous feeling I had dissipated in an instant. Knowing that this was Mion, there was no reason to feel that way. Although the game is really trying its hardest to trick you. Or, you know, think the other thing. But actually, my animal instinct tells me that they're... Oh no, I just crushed over her. 1 second. Well, actually, my animal instinct tells me that the power balance between Mion and myself have been turned upside down. Yeah, probably. I know I would be. That's right, I'm a customer. My position is superior to hers. The humiliation for today's penalty game was cutting through the recesses of my mind. There really is a God for him to grant me this opportunity for revenge. Noticing the flames of vengeance burning in my eyes, Mion took a step back. But seeing it like this type of clothing suits you very nicely, doesn't it, Star? It's embarrassing, so don't look so much. I can find my preemptive strike was a clean hit. There's no mistaking that. Oh no. I feel so bad for her. There's no mistaking that Mion is currently defenseless. While confirming my attack was successful, I simultaneously lined up the combo. Oh, don't. Oh, no. No, you will. If you haven't realised, you will in a minute. It seems like they're ready to spill out even now. All the customers are definitely looking at you. Don't say that. Don't play coy with me. I know you enjoy drawing all the male attention with that embarrassing get-up. I mean, if you didn't, there's no way you'd dress up like that. It's not like I'm doing this because I like to, but Parker. Is this alright, Keishima, bro? Aren't you taking this a little too far? Even if it's payback for that humiliation during the day, isn't this too much? Hey, shut up, Logic. To pay back Mion tenfold is a chance you'll hardly ever get. Wearing this kind of get-up, your mother must be disappointed. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, Keiichi, what are you doing? There's part where you can almost just see something is the best. Come closer. Oh, I can't read this. This is hard to read. Please stop. You still lack the spirit of service towards your customers. But please forgive me. I want to take you home. Oh, no, not that. Hetero version of Rainer's cute mode, blood spewing from my nose like a waterfall. I was going into I had no regrets. How have you not realised? Oh, whatever. I was going to complete this verbal humiliation play. I mean, revenge. Wait, play? Oh, plan, I guess. I mean, revenge for today's events. Yep, I'll spare you the rest for today. Ha, star. I see that Mio's neural circuits had completely shorted from the embarrassment. I might have teased her a little too much, or so I thought. But such a meek Mion is something you hardly ever see, so this was good for now. Leaving aside what exactly was good, I never knew. To think that the high and mighty Mion would have a hard time being a waitress. That's wrong. This is such a surprising side of you. I want to show you the Mion from this afternoon. Actually, I want to show Reina and the others. Reina would definitely flip out with joy. Do you think she'll say she wants to work here? That's wrong. I can never imagine in my wildest dreams that such a cute outfit would suit you, Mion. I'm saying that's wrong. Well, I turned over bright, Mion finally spit out. This is so funny. Spit out the words, finally lunged her head. What do you mean that's wrong? Oh, that's him. What do you mean that's wrong? I'm not Mion. What? I was taken aback at Mion's confusing words. If you're not Mion, then who are you? You're Mion Sonozaki, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I should have said this earlier, but my name's Shion Sonozaki. Mion is my older sister. My eyes unconsciously widened with surprise from this brazenly crazy talk. Do you see why it was awkward now? And I felt bad for her. The giveaway was the hairband, but it's not like you probably would. You could have just thought I was part of the outfit. Yeah, basically. Did you not think of that at all? I assumed when I said I'm not even going to bother asking, have you figured out what's going on here? Because I know you did, but I guess you didn't. Or that wasn't your primary thought, at least. Mion probably thinking that there was no way such a far-fetched excuse would work. Turned bright red while fidgeting nervously. Shion Sonozaki? No, I knew about the hairband, but I was just busy. Yeah, sorry. Yes, I'm often mistaken for my sister. But when we met, you had that kind of response that you wouldn't make if we were meeting for the first time. That's because my sister is always talking about you, so I knew who you were. You are pervert as well. A little bit of a cringe-worthy excuse, that is. But when I looked at Mion's eyes, which completely, oh, God damn it, which begged me to believe her, the urge to tease completely subsided. To us, Mion had to be a leader with a normally overflowing with confidence, a guiding force. If I were to lash out at Mion, I would have ruined something I shouldn't have. That was something I would never wish for. So I understand. This foolishness here is something very different from the everyday Mion. That's why she's Shion. I see. In that case, I'm sorry. Oh no, as long as you understand, my sister has a lot of enemies, you see. Well now, she's self-aware of that fact now, is she? As I unintentionally laughed out loud, Shion laughed with me. Shion, is this your first time being a waitress? It doesn't seem like you're used to it. Actually, today is, Hei-chan is my first customer. A little flustered after saying that, she quickly asked if it was okay for her to refer to me the same way her sister did. Seeing that blatant quirk was so cute, I couldn't stop laughing. So now, we gotta figure out, why was she not in the first one? Seeing that blatant quirk was so cute, I couldn't stop laughing. So you said you worked part-time at your uncle's store before? I thought you would have been more used to it. Yeah. Oh, I have other relatives that run shops. That's why this is the first time I'm helping their uncle that owns this place. I see, makes sense. And we would be tentative doing a job they weren't used to. Does Mion ever help out at the store? Oh, my sister is, you see, she's not good with these cutesy things. I know what she's trying to say. That's right, Mion is more suited for cool things. So I think having you help out here was the right choice. Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me. That uniform, it would never suit somebody like Mion. But for Shion, I think it works. Huh? You mean that, Shion, like Reina often does, spaced out and turned bright red. I feel like she would have been, told to stop pissing about the customers and hurry up. Just stop having a chat with them. What does that mean exactly? At least for this moment, it felt like this Shion character actually existed. Because there was no way that the Mion I knew had this side to her. Oh, he doesn't even... Wait, does he not believe her? Does he believe it's like a split personality? At that moment, we realised that the more veteran waitress was waving at us from across the room. Sonozaki-san, you can take your break now. Oh, okay. Mion fight. He doesn't. He still thinks it's Mion. Oh, this is weird. Mion finally returned to her senses. It seemed as if it was time for her to take a break. Well then, I'll take my leave. It was fun talking to you, the infamous Kei-chan. Sorry for mistaking you for Mion. Oh, this is hurt my head. What? His inner thoughts still think it's Mion, but then he's kind of still saying it's... He's like talking to her as if she is Shion, but he doesn't really believe it. This is very odd. That thing where you were forced to dress as a maid and walk around outside, right? That devilish laugh and smile was exactly the same as the one I knew. That's right. Tell her that I will return the favour for the total humiliation I suffered. More importantly, I'm going to complain to my sister about the teasing I had to endure today. Unless that was just a blatant typo, which would make things so annoying. My sister will always have my revenge during your club activities. Ha! Bring it on, I'll get her before she gets me. Mion laughed with a warm smile, devoid of any remaining nervousness, and disappeared into the back. Okay, I've got to fix this background while we're still in the scene. This is annoying me. Okay, that's number 2. Steam maps. No, common. Oh my god, that loop was so bad. That looks like 163, 5 and 6. Oh my god, that one's so creepy. 166 is old. 1, 2. Oh no, where's this? CG art 2 CG. I didn't close the game. What's that? Oh yeah. There's 15 achievements. Yeah, that makes sense. So that would be 12 chapters then. Oh, you're thinking hard. Okay. What I wondered, there's like 3 implications that come into mind. She literally had no reason to show up. Involved with the murder of Tomitaki-san, somehow involved with the events of the syringe and the men with the right hand. Felt like I had a very valuable experience today. That's right. For now, I know the high and mighty Mion has a weak point to panic and get embarrassed about. He still doesn't believe it. But of all things, for her to say that she has a twin sister, okay, he genuinely does not believe her. I thought that maybe I should ask Reina tomorrow if she really has a sister. But maybe it's better that I didn't ask. It's a bit mean-spirited. Yeah. I decided that the person I met here today was Shion, the younger twin sister, so I refrained from doing anything that would deny that. It's not that we actually made a promise or anything. But that little exchange gave birth to a new rule between me and... This is really funny, actually. Somebody tapped me on the shoulder. It was my dad. That was a long trip to the washroom. He probably... Oh god, what was he doing in there? He probably came up with a new idea for an art piece when he was sitting on the can. Keiichi, are you about ready? Let's go home. Certainly in the bill, my father had his customer card stamped. It was pretty much filled. Damn, Dad, you're quite a regular customer. Was that you waitress just now somebody you knew? Oh, so you're urgent from the shadows. Dad had the oddest sense of tact sometimes. Somebody from school? From Hinamizawa? Yeah, she's the little sister of my friend Mion. Her school isn't in Higurashi, so she must go to the one in town. I've never seen her at my school. Yeah, maybe if she had no reason to show up, she wouldn't even like live at the same place, therefore she wouldn't go to the same school or something. But that's quite odd, isn't it? So not all the kids in Higurashi go to the same school. Only about half. The other half go all the way into town on their bikes. In this way, the feeling that I was really talking to Shion came to me. What should I say to Mion tomorrow? I met your little sister? Something like that. Even with Mion being like that, us having a secret between the two of us made me both a little bit happy and a little bit embarrassed. This is a whole new level to it, which I didn't expect. It's really quite funny. Is there really a Shion? An introduction to Angel Mort? Double the fun. Oh. In terms. Huh? Mion's family? Yeah, more broadly, I was just wondering if she had any brothers or anything. I was actually wondering whether her younger twin sister named Shion really existed, and my curiosity got the better of me, so I quietly asked Satoko about it. Do you think you could... I feel like... I've never been, like, close friends with twins or anything, so I wouldn't know personally, but I feel like you would instantly know if it was that person or not. Do you think? Or do you think you could legitimately get, like, fooled by it? If you're, like, really close friends, well, pretty close friends with one of them. I bet they can't look across toes. Yeah, okay, that doesn't happen. I mean identical, obviously. I wonder. She might not. She wasn't being very clear about it. Has Satoko never gone over to Mion's house to play? From your reaction, I guess you've never met any. Oops. Yes, I've never seen any of her relatives except for her grandmother. As far as I could tell, there was already dark clouds over that Shion is real theory. Rika would know more than I. You would do well to ask. Her. Satoko waved to Rika-chan, who was basking in the sunlight, just sunbathing. Rika, do you know anything about Mion's family? Rika was surprised at the sudden question. Mika has a big family, so I don't really know everything about them. That many, huh? For example, is there anyone named Shion Sonozaki? Well, I might have heard it wrong, so she might not actually exist, but... You mean Shion exists? Huh? That was unexpected. So, she was real. Their names are quite similar, you know. I could get tongue-tied trying to tell the difference. I've heard she's Mii's younger twin sister, but I haven't met her too many times. Rika-chan knew a bit about her as well, but hadn't seen her much. I think I met her once at a funeral a few years ago. She's not in the class, so maybe she goes to school in Okonomiya. She may live there too. Mion-san herself lives apart from her family with her grandmother. After all, she doesn't live with her parents. That was a bit odd. Okay. Was there something between them? Maybe she just didn't turn up then. It's a very complicated family. She seems to have many relatives. There are doubtless many different circumstances. The thing with this is, it kind of depends how this... I assume this was written in a way they had the entire thing planned out. But if they didn't, what's it called? Adding a twin character is a very simple thing to do, because then you could be like, wait, actually it was the other one in the first, because you know they look the same, but if you didn't have any proper interaction with them, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So it's an easy thing to like add in later on, but I would have thought they had it's such an intricate, in-depth plot. I feel like they had it all set up before they wrote the second one. If you know what I mean. I can tell because one is Bolton and the other is not. If you know, it's the few of their own parents. Yeah. She's a very complicated family. She seems to have many relatives. There are doubtless many different circumstances. I've already read that. For now, I learned that she had a younger twin sister named Shion, but her family structure, including her own position, is still very mysterious. Oh, what are three of you talking about? Let this old man in on it. No, go away, please. Oh, Mion-san, you've come at a good time. Might it be true that you have a younger twin sister? Ah, Mion. Crap. A younger sister? Oh, yeah, I do. Mion grew uncharacteristically red in the face at a loss. I think she's looking at me. Oh, she's blushing. So cute, so cute. Oh my, I had no idea. What kind of person might she be? I would very much like to meet her sometime. You shouldn't bother. She's not cute at all. She's really conceited. Besides, other than talking to her on the phone once in a while, I haven't seen her for a long time either. Why did it look like she was in such a panic? It's like she was declaring that, declaring that the Shion from yesterday was actually a fake. Anyway, this is pretty funny, so I let it go on for a little while longer. Another Mion under the same name as Shion. Will I be able to see her if I go to that restaurant again? I had a mysterious feeling that if I'd made a new friend despite knowing that she and Mion were the same person. Interesting. Because if they don't even live in the same village, it'd be hard for them to cross paths. So I guess like it's a it'd be like words an acceptable theory, I guess. That's not the word I was looking for, you know what I mean. What's this? Oh, I hate old backgrounds. We printed from the Victorious War Photographer's Guide April issue, a complete conquest analysis family restaurant chapter. And now at last we can come to the blazing hot third day, to Ancientmore, a super famous restaurant and the envy of all enthusiasts, despite being located in the remote Shishibune city of Essex Prefect. Is that where the town was? Where we went to the diner with Uishi. It probably is, isn't it? I assumed it was somewhere different, but it would make sense if it was the same place, I guess. Why exactly do the most famous stores avoid the centers of human habitation? It can only be because it is a trial given to us by the god of war photography. It's famous locally for having the best desserts in town, but that matters not to us. If you want expensive desserts, then you can just go to a censored place or something. We aim not for sweet treats, but for sweet uniforms. The fragment aroma of sweat wafts from these obligatory waitress uniforms, creating no less than a public torture device. What the hell? How can their bashful flirtation be on par with all the other restaurants with cute uniforms all across the country? War photography hunter, away! The spoken areas are the real superpositions. Aim for your chance at them with the tenacity of an octopus. Yesterday I failed to get a seating. Today I will aim for the ultimate golden seat, the corner box in the smoking area. Attack your overwhelmingly non-smokers, so I'll proceed. Procure a spot in the smoking area and set up camp there. As expected of you, the hunter. Is saying his victory was decided the moment he chose his seat. In actuality, Ryu said they used the same tactic during the grand opening of Akibahara's place and succeeded in getting the best seats in the house. Back then, he also went early in the afternoon, just after the lunch rush. And not only did he find his target seat empty, he also obtained it with ease. By utilizing tricks such as ordering a little at a time, he effectively increased the number of opportunities for engagement, carefully scoping out his chance for a picture. But as if cursed by that, from the day before, the god of war photography did not smile upon him. After suffering successive firm defeats until 3 p.m, he finds no chances coming his way. And after 4 p.m, a man began to take his orders. It looks as though he had been seen through. It is the rule of a hunter to withdraw with grace once marked. My aim was perfect, but the fork technique I used at 2:30 seemed to have backfired. Maybe they were wary since I sat in a booth and left my bag on the floor. My camera was already hidden in my travel bag and might fossilize in there. If there was two-digit EGs involved for sticking here half the day, I'd have had a high encounter rate. I am mortified. Even so, we still got a few pieces of gold, as to be expected from the hunter. He attained this nice angle despite lamenting his fate. Okay, this is definitely just sexual abuse or whatever. he is an artisan. More surprising though is that this uniform conquest across Japan has yielded not a single arrested person. Japan, yeah, that's true. One amazing start for the hunter who brags about having been to approximately half of the total prefectural police stations in the country. That thing the day before our hunter took on the shrine maiden cuisine XX in Nagoya. Equality, yeah. His hunter spirit showed through too zealously, and as soon as he entered the store, he was seen through, placed in a booth, and waited on by a head priest. I didn't really think these types of cosplay cafes were really a thing yet. Or they weren't. They can't have been very popular. I don't know. Despite waiting half a day, the much anticipated shrine maidens appeared only at the time of his first order. They were? Alright. A seriously huge blunder from a hunter. Now then, here we have the giveaway. Oh my god, stop doing that. Here we have the giveaway of the hunter's original photographs that always receive such high praise. We present one passionate reader with 3 all-you-can-eat low-angle pictures of the Angel Mort uniforms chosen by the hunter himself. With such blazing hot pictures, you too can become a war for I mean, I was reading that, but sure, if you don't want me to read it. Oh, I've already done that. Yeah. I don't know if I'll finish this chapter. Let's see how it goes. Oh, I've done 2 hours 45 minutes. I aim for like 3.5, but we'll see. Listen up, everybody. If you don't take cooking seriously, somebody's going to get hurt. This is part of your education as well, so don't fool around and do it seriously. A lazy, yeah, wafted through the class in response. Half of the school day was going to be home economics class. The plan was for everybody to make curry rice and give it to the forest rangers who let this building be rented out as a school. If everybody were making curry at the same pot, it would have been more of a party-like atmosphere, but this was school after all. Excluding the youngest students, each one of us would be making our own curry, with the results being judged. Alright everybody, it may be that nowadays curry is an easy meal anybody can make, but it has its roots in traditional Indian cuisine. Even though we've altered it a bit in the Japanese style, it is still instilled with the knowledge and culture of ancient India. Absolutely do not neglect that fact. I'll have words with anybody who doesn't take this seriously, so be prepared for that. It seems like a needlessly passionate sermon on curry. Well, whatever. It's rumours that Chia-sensei has devoted her life to curry. She'll probably be a pretty strict judge. As long as you're not failing, your grade in home ec doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at all. I wouldn't say that if I were you. The teacher's a tyrant when it comes to curry. What the heck does that even mean? A curry tyrant? Never have I heard that before. You see, our normally mild-mannered teacher, for some unfathomable reason, is a stickler for curry. Unyieldingly so. Yeah, it's said that every year she goes on a journey to India to research mythical curry. What a lunatic. This is just a rumour, but it seems that she eats curry rice 3 meals a day, and if she occasionally has something else, it always has to be curry flavoured. That's gross, Jesus Christ. That's not unyielding, that's unnatural. Is she part of an evil cult or something? Besides, doesn't curry top the list when it comes to junk food? Curry 3 times a day is just weird nutritionally speaking. And funk. Embedded into the table right by my fingertips, a chef's slice, ladle and spatula hummed gently as they still quivered. The teacher, while still mixing her own pot, was looking this way, smiling. Why are they outside? Did I like... No, I'm sure all the backgrounds don't overlap. Because there's... Oh, I see. It just seems quite odd. Kei-chan, If you say any more, you'll be sleeping with the fishes. Say even a little bit more will make my situation a lot more dire. Yeah, just be serious and make your curry pop properly and everything's good, alright? I don't think that it's going to be that easy today. Look, Mi-chan is written all over her face. If the playing field is even and we're being judged, there's no way this won't turn into a competition. It looks like we're on the same page. It's a cooking contest. I knew it. There's no way Mion would leave such an enticing event alone. How should we determine the picture? By how the teacher judges it. Oh my god, they did just stop with the games. I'm sorry if that was loud. And as if saying, but wait, there's more. The teacher reappeared with the principal in tow. The purpose of today's events is to show the appreciation for the people of the forestry service, so they'll be judging the results with me. Yep, your teacher and I, as well as 5 people from the forestry service, will be judging your cooking. Good luck to everybody. Gahaha. Even the principal? Looking around, it seems like the interest of everybody in the class had been piqued. So that's what happened. This isn't going to just be some casual curry cook-off. Raina's good at making curry. I'm not going to lose today. My grade is cooking in a group, so I'm together with Rika. That's unfair. I'm pretty sure that Rika is good at cooking. My curry is so tasty, it'll send shivers down your spine. What about Mion? She doesn't seem like she's too good at cooking. Oh, wow. Her type has always been bad at this kind of thing. Feels bad, man. But Mion continued to look unconcerned. Yeah, I'll tell you what Kei-chan is thinking right now. Mion is definitely bad at cooking. Am I right? I don't like the way she said that. It can be Mion couldn't possibly. At that moment, the teacher's whistle sounded. Alright, everybody, are you ready? Be very careful. Then what? It's a race? Oh, okay. I thought it's just who makes the best ones. Why did they need a whistle and like a stopwatch and shit? Oh, this makes sense. We had to use an outdoor kit to cook the rice, but it wasn't that difficult. Wait, no, not necessarily. You can still use the outdoor kit inside for a camping veteran like me. Put the rice into the canister. I don't think this matters. I mean, I guess they're just doing it outside for some reason. Maybe they're known to burn down the schools or something. Sorry. That's lewd, Sataka. I know she brought her axe to cut the carrots and stuff. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. She used the wire. What? Oh, of course. Even a helicopter piloting. What? So, I just read on Twitter that, yeah. He said it to me on Discord the other day. He's like, oh yeah, okay, right, so I need to take like a break from Osu. And I thought he meant like a week or two, because you remember, I don't know if you were there. The other day he went like full tilt, and was like, he was just forcing himself to play like stream maps for hours and hours and hours. And he's like, I don't even care if I break my fingers. And then, yeah. And now, like the next day, that happened. But I didn't realize until I saw the Twitter message that he was that it could be like GG for him. That'd be horrible if it was. Like he's played that so much in the last like year and a bit. It would suck for that to happen. I don't know. I expect he'd be able to play at some point, but I hope he doesn't like start playing like too soon or trying it out and then completely wrecking himself. You know, it's just tilt days, isn't it? I think his aim was, I don't think he was happy with his stamina or his streaming or something, so he's just playing like Death Stream marathon maps for like hours upon end. What? Whoa, what? That's gotta be Bamboozle. No, the team was announced. What? You can't do that. Wait, let me check. Oh god, I have to scroll through so much. Etchy. Oh my god, was that Anne? No, it wasn't. Oh my god, so much. What the hell? Oh god, that's bad. I don't see it on Twitter. Is it on Twitter? Oh, Barheart and Bubble. I think I follow them. But the other one got rejected as a player. Wait, what? Everybody's saying like what the hell, question marks, and nobody's giving answers. Oh my god, Blue Dragon, please. Let me check. Keep in mind that this is what having to use Twitter this before you go on respective options. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just been bamboozled twice by the same guy. Bloody oh my god, I just noticed that Blue Dragon's Reddit is Miss Micah's backwards. Oh my god, he's done that to me twice now. What? There's an email from Lockdown. Seems like it's not just... Whoa, what? I think it's real. Okay, I might do. I don't know. I'll ask him to. Why? I just said I was gonna type it. No, it must be for something else. Well, I don't know why. Well, let me skip through this until I forget something interesting. Oh my god, I might cut myself with a knife. What? Woo, peeling potatoes. Wow. Oh my god, Oscar. That's like... Dude, this is messed up. He's like our best player. Wow. Oh no, what's Castile found? I think Castile's gone insane. That's gonna suck if that's true. I was so looking forward to watching Bubble play. He's such a good player. Like, especially in tourneys, he's an absolute monster. I don't want to skip through it too fast because I'm gonna like miss something important, but this is like just crap. Objection. I want to kind of get to a somewhat interesting part. So I have motivation to play it again. Even though I don't know, I'm quite cautious with my mindset and stuff. So if I stop at a really boring point, I know I have to get through that boring point before I get to something fun the next time. Uh... Well, that got rather out of hand. Reminded that the UK does an OWC bamboozle almost every year, apart from 2015 when there was it. Oh, thank God. That was quite in depth. I'm not gonna lie. Just kidding, Merry Christmas. Oh, thank God for that. To be honest, like, it's totally believable. I love how collectively we play into. Yeah, I know. I wasn't paying attention for a while now. I see this is just gonna turn out that it's gonna be like, oh, the girls are really bad at cooking, and then everybody gets sick and whatever like happens in every anime ever. I'm just like skipping through it quickly so I just can get to something more interesting. That's Mr. Curry. Each time was doing something strange and introduced as Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry is amazing. He shoots beams from his eyes. Pew pew. Apparently Mr. Curry shoots beams from his eyes. Drawing a beam with a stick, she etched a line towards my feet. Does this mean I've been shot with a laser? Whoa, Barry. Beam reflect. I took another stick in my hand and reflected the beam, striking Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry can shoot missiles from his stomach. Phew. My power, super electromagnetic barrier, and retaliatory beam. Mr. Curry absorbs the beam energy and fires his impulse wave cannon. Rika-chan and I scratch at the ground, thoroughly engrossed in our doodle wall. Wait a moment. Hey Rika-chan, you called me here for a reason, right? Yes, I called you, but I've already fulfilled my purpose. At that moment, a chill ran up my spine. Already fulfilled her purpose. They got me. Oh my god, did they like steal some of their ingredients or something? Wait. I'm sorry, what? I drop kicked the back of her head. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're sabotaging the curry. How impertinent. I haven't fallen that far. So the girls are drugging him, and he's like drop kicking them. Jesus Christ. Oh, ho, 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 ho. What a catastrophe. Oh, they sabotage Reina too. No. Oh, and Mio. That's evil. You deserve a drop kick. Drop kick to the head. Welcome back, bitch. It's just quite appetizing. Oh, why has it got an aphrodisiac in it? Pah! Please tell me they sabotage hers as well. Star. Rika-chan use pout. It's super effective. What? Oh my god. What the hell? This is ridiculous. Boom. Oh, double jump. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, come on. I just want to get past this stupid scene. Damn you, Mion. Mion's intense. Bow. His underlings. Oh no. Oh, how can they talk so much about curry? I almost said cookie. This is like Doki Doki all over again. Just skipping the text to get something interesting. Nah. God damn it. What? This is bullshit. This game's rigged. What? Oh my god, they just like... They're just stealing this poor girl's curry. I'm gonna just let him starve. I guess the spooky stuff will kick in at Watanagashi again. I don't know how far away that is though. I assume that. I don't know. Says the this is what this chapter's called. I assume that seems to be like quite a lot longer. End of chapter when this ends, I hope. Yeah, hopefully. I'll play Persona for like, oh shit, it's like 20 past 10. I'll play for like an hour or so maybe if this ends soon. Half an hour out, I don't know, I just want to play a little bit of it. What? Oh my god. What is... What? That was weird. Yeah, that was a bit strange. Oh, is that it? Oh, I'm gonna stop there regardless. Wow, if that was the end of a chapter, then 3 chapters is alright. If it wasn't, then it's not, is it? Maybe it is. No, it's not. I'm gonna stop there anyway. Or should I don't know, I'll let you decide. Should I finish up the end of this day? I assume this is after school. Or shall I stop here? Alright.